the Come On In Sports Network.
NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. Welcome to the Come On In Sports Network as Week 18, baby, gets ready to get kicked off with the battle for the NFC South as the Carolina Panthers are visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. We got the singing of the national anthem. We are moments away from kickoff. Simply put, baby, it's win or go home for one team. Now, this is kind of crazy how this is going to go today. If Tampa wins, they're in. If Carolina wins, they're in. If Carolina loses, they're in. So the scenario to make this playoff is really, really, really crazy right now. But we go see how it unfolds today. Somebody's going to need help from their brethren tomorrow. So, again, thank you all for being here. Do us a favor, family, as you come in. Please hit that like button. Please share on your social media platforms. And like I said, the final week is on the way. And today we got exactly what the league hopes for every year. You got Tampa Bay, you got Carolina, you got the division championship on the line. Win the day, you're headed to the playoffs. Lose today, and the all season starts. On one side, you got a young Panthers team led by Bryce Young, who is playing in the most important and significant game of his young NFL career. No one had the Panthers being in this position at the beginning of the season to have an opportunity to win the NFC South and advance to the playoffs. Then there's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, battle-tested, led by Baker Mayfield, a quarterback who drives with emotion and is high on everything, and he's high when everything is at stake. He turns it up a notch. At the beginning of the season, Baker Mayfield, arguably the first 5 weeks, was playing like an MVP candidate. But since then, things have been going on a downward spiral, not only for Baker, but also for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, it's not to be understated that Baker is and has been dealing with an injury. Has that hurt his performance down the stretch? But all can be forgotten. All that doesn't matter. All that matters is today and taking care of business today against the Panthers. So today, this just isn't a football game. This is a pressure test. This is a legacy game. Panthers, Buccaneers, it comes down to 60 minutes, baby. I'm here to bring you each and every single play. I'm Dolph Jackson. This is the Come On In Sports Network. Thank you for being here. And listen, as the day goes on, I want to hear from you during the game, so I will put a link in the chat for you to come on, voice your thoughts during the game. I'll see you. I will bring you on stage with me. And, hey, let's talk some football. I want to know your thoughts in this game. What are you seeing? What do you think's going on? How do you think everything is going for your favorite team? Or if you don't have a dog in the fight and you just love NFL football, how are you seeing this game? What trends are you seeing? I want to know all that. All right. Got a few people in the chat right now. Let's see who's in the building right now. All right, let's see. Samuel, how you doing? Come on in. Samuel's in the building. Thank you for being here. Jonah, how you doing? Keep pounding, baby. All right, keep pounding. Let's see, baby. All right, who else is in the building? How you doing? Come on in. All right, who else? Jeffrey, how you doing, Jeffrey? Going to the Falcons game. Who that? All right, Jeffrey. Thank you for being here. Come on in, my friend. All right, family, we are now moments away from kickoff. Tampa Bay, Carolina, NFC South title on the line. In a soaked Raymond James Stadium, rainy day, and ball is up. And here we go. And the landing zone is going to be fielded at the 9, return to the 20, 25. Stop at the 25-yard line. It will be first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they take the field behind quarterback Baker Mayfield, who's passed for 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions this year, over 3,400 yards, and has completed 63% of his passes. And listen, in a rain-soaked atmosphere like today, man, you want to get the running game going, but already, unfortunately, we got a Bucs player down right now, so the game is being held up. We got a Bucs player down, got hurt on the kickoff. Tampa Bay, as Fitzgerald kicked off the ball to Sean Tucker. Tucker returned the ball to the 26-yard line for 18 yards. And then we got a Bucs player down and seems to be getting help to his feet right now. Looks to be favoring his right leg, and they cut away. We got a commercial break. All right, Bucs Nation. All right, Panther Nation. Here it is. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Carolina. Panther Nation, keep pounding. You are here. Forget the naysayers who say 8-8 you should not be in the playoffs. 9-8 is a tragedy to be in the playoff or be below 500. You play by the rules. These are the rules given. You win your division. You go. That's the rules we play by today. Do the Panthers take advantage today? Are they able to get past the Bucs? And if the Bucs lose today, the slide that they have had this season will have to be one of the major slides in the history of the National Football League. To go from where they were to now fighting for their lives, they come in this game as the 11th seed in the NFC with a 7-9 record. Panthers are 8-8 and currently hold the number 4 seed and the last spot in the NFC playoffs. This is going to be a wild game today. I'm here with you all day through the action. Normal Guy, how you doing? Come on in. Normal Guy's in the building. Let's see who else. All right, Jeffrey. I saw Jeffrey say he's going to that Saints-Falcons game tomorrow. It'll be a wild atmosphere. One of the most underappreciated rivals in all the National Football League. Records do not matter to those fan bases and those players. As Walker Jr. walks off the field under his own power. And here we go. We will have 1st and 10, first offensive snap of the game. We'll go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Emeka Ibuka, Cade Otton, and Bucky Irving. That is your skill position for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Michael Jordan, Graham Barton, Dan Feeney, Godecki, and Tristan Wirfs, one of the best left tackles in the National Football League. Here we go. First offensive play of the game, family. Baker Mayfield under center. Otton in motion. Panthers have 8 in the box. It's going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin up the middle. Good blocking. Irvin spinning off, and he will fall forward for a first down. Good initial play there by the Bucs. Right side that Buccaneers offensive line, as you watch the replay, comes off the ball. Good block by the tight end. While Durham, as he gets a good block, he blocks down, then comes up, then comes off that block, off the double team, and climbs up to the second level, helping Irvin with a gain of 10. 1st and 10. Actually going to give him a gain of 9. They're going to say he's a yard short. One setback, Irvin. McMillan in motion, going to be a handoff to Bucket Irvin. Puts his foot in the ground, cuts back. Gets a gain of 3 to be 1st and 10 as Nick Scorton brings him down. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay from their own 38-yard line. Derrick Brown, Ashawn Robinson, and Bobby Brown III. Those are your down linemen. Nick Scorton, Barnes, Roseboom, and DJ Wanham. Those are your linebackers. Mike Jackson, Trayvon Morig, Nick Scott, and J.C. Horn are your corners. That is your secondary for the Bucks, or excuse me, for the Panthers. 1st and 10 out in motion. Play action pass. Baker Mayfield looking to the left, and a sliding catch made by future Hall of Famer Mike Evans, and Tampa Bay is off to a good start right now. Baker completes his first pass to Mike Evans for 13 yards at the Carolina 49. Great protection. Clean pocket for Baker Mayfield. Great throw. Mike Evans slides in. Safe. Safe at 3rd, baby. Mayfield under center. 2 receivers to the top. McMillan in motion. Going to be a handoff to Bucket Irvin. Irvin up the middle. Bouncing off tacklers. Falling forward. Down to the 40. That's called the 43-yard line of the Panthers. After a gain of 6. Robinson and Scott on the stop. Bucky Irvin off to a good start right now. That Tampa Bay O-line, they're winning. They're winning early. They're winning 1st down. 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain by Bucky Irvin on 1st down. 12:22 and go. We're just on the way here in the 1st quarter. Another handoff to Bucky Irvin, straight up the middle, pushing. He's going to be about 2 yards short. So the Buccaneers will be looking at 3rd down and 2. And I kind of feel if they don't get it here, I think this 2-down territory. Bucks back up to the line of scrimmage, going with a little tempo. McMillan, motion from right to left by Mayfield. Mayfield under center. Going to be a handoff to Bucket Irvin. Irvin puts his foot in the ground, cuts off the left side, off the right side, gets the 1st down. 1st down, Tampa. Bucky Irvin for 4 yards. Jackson and Scorton once again with the stop. And again, right now, you're getting good blocking up front by that Bucks offensive line and their tight ends, man. Their tight end number 88, he's doing a good job right now in run blocking. This is the opening drive. The Bucks have taken it down to the Panthers' 37-yard line. Mayfield under center. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mayfield play action pass. Looking, stepping up in the pocket. Baker's going to take off. He's going to get to 30. He drops his shoulder and he goes forward. Comes up a yard short. Baker Mayfield not sliding, baby. You know what this game means. When your star quarterback says the hell with sliding, baby, he drops that shoulder and he tries to run over a defender. Baker Mayfield knows there's no tomorrow, which there isn't. He is out there laying it all out on the line. As him and Barnes get into it, all the competition, baby, division rivals, division crown on the line. I love it. Mayfield in the shotgun. Panthers not showing pressure. Out in motions to the left. Offset. Panthers showing blitz off the corner. Here comes the blitz. Irvin picks it up. Over the middle, complete. Down to the 20. Down to the 18-yard line. 1st down. Bucks. Cade Otton on the reception. Bucky Irvin with a great blitz pickup. Now the blitz, it was kind of like a half-hearted ass blitz right there. By Moore here, you got to come, man. If you're coming, you got to come. Barnes and Gibson on the stop of Otton. 1st and 10 from the Carolina 18-yard line. The Bucks are marching, and quite frankly, they're making it look easy. Baker Mayfield back, looking. Oh, the big guy, wide open, touchdown, Tampa! Mayfield finds Otton for the score, and just like that, Tampa Bay set off the cannons, baby. Tampa goes up 6-0 on the Carolina Panthers, and it was with no resistance. They marched right down the field. They got and did whatever they wanted. Caught them in the soft zone. Safety was late. Baker Mayfield, he found that window, hit Cade out in stride, gets in the end zone. Great first drive by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. With 9:31 to go in the first quarter, your score, Tampa Bay 7, Carolina nothing. This is the Come On In Sports Network. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson. Thank you all for being here, family. Good start to this game right now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, Grandmother 1990. Sister Barbara, how you doing? Come on in. All right. Jonah said, you, Nana, Zach covering the big one tonight. Zach may join me tonight. I'm gonna do the night game. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that night game tonight. That 49ers Seahawks. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We'll be in the house. We'll definitely be in the house, my man. All right. See. Man, you get all these bots coming in here. Let me get rid of these bots, man. Let's see. Normal guy said, just chilling, monitoring the transfer portal, looking for some players in my LSU Tigers. Got to find y'all need a quarterback in Baton Rouge, bro. They need a quarterback. But anyway, man, very impressive drive to start this contest by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they march down the field, punching in. They lead right now 7-0 in the day's contest. If you're Tampa Bay, just the way you want to start this game, now you put all the pressure on Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers offense. On that drive, Baker Mayfield was 3 for 3 for 41 yards. Bucky Irvin ran 5 times for 24 yards. Cade Otton caught 2 passes for 28 yards and a touchdown. Mike Evans also had 1 reception for 13 yards. So they were getting it in chunks, man. They were winning on first down. And that's something that I always say, family, for those of you who are new here. I always say pay attention to first down. It can tell you a lot about a football game. So Tampa Bay won first down that entire drive. They were in second and short or second and manageable the entire drive. So Carolina's defense is going to have to step it up on first down. Now, can the Panthers offense answer? Week 16 recap. Remember, they just met 2 weeks ago. Carolina was able to get by Tampa. Let's see if they can do it today. Cade Otton. Wow, that's Cade Otton's first touchdown of the season. Wow. All righty. Great. Again, great opening drive by Tampa. Exactly what you want. You get the home crowd involved. You're playing with the lead. You put your defense on the field with a lead, and let's see what they can do. Again, I believe this is the biggest game in the young career of one Bryce Young. Bryce Young this year has been feast or famine with him. Either he's throwing for 400 yards or he's throwing for 16 yards or under 50 or under 60 yards. What Bryce Young are we getting today? Carolina's hoping to get the Bryce Young that pass for 400 yards. But today in this type of weather, this is where Rico Dowd, Chuba Hubbard, this is where they come in, that offensive line. Let's see if the Panthers can answer. They come out. $11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back, which is Dowd going to be a handoff to Dowd, puts his foot in the ground, avoids a tackle in the backfield, then it's ate up by Big Vita Vea. You ain't going nowhere once he gets those big paws on you. It will be second down for the Panthers, and they may have lost the yard. And we got a flag, too. Oh, we got a personal foul on number 95. What's the personal foul? You can't have that. You get a big play, and then you get a personal foul. Let's see. He pushed Rico Dowd down to the ground. Whistle had been blown, man. You got to play. You can't have mistakes like that. Personally, I would have said let it go, but hey, unnecessary roughness on Roberts pushes the ball all the way to midfield, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers once again come out in 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 setback, 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Horn in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Dow. He slips in the backfield. You got to have on the right shoes, man. That's unexcusable slipping. You come out before the game, you work out, you know what kind of traction you have on the field today. Got to have the right shoes, but he just loses his footing right there. It'll be 2nd down and 12. So 2 carries, 2 negative runs so far for Rico Dowd. 2nd down and 12 from the 48 of the Panthers. Bryce Young in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the bottom screen, 1 to the top. Snap is back. Young looking right, looking left. Don jumps over the middle, finds Hubbard. Hubbard unable to break the tackle. Good tackle in the open field. He is brought down by Reddick. Good tackle by Reddick. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick with the stop. Antonio Winfield Jr. also assisted on the stop. Here we go. Actually going to give Chuba Hubbard 2 yards. It'd be 3rd down and 10. 7:45 and counting 1st quarter. Panthers 23rd in the league on third down efficiency. Bryce Young back, being pressured in the pocket over the middle. Got a man. Oh, incomplete. Antonio Winfield Jr. breaks it up. It's going to be 4th and 10, and the Panthers will have to punt on their first possession as he was trying to get the ball to Leggett. And just out the outstretched arms of Leggett, he's unable to get to it. You got to break that route off a little. You got to cut in a little more on that route. He kind of stayed bowed out a little, bent out a little on that route. Got to help your quarterback out. But nevertheless, Panthers have to punt. Here's the punt. Kick is up. And it's going to drop inside. It's going to be a touchback. So with 7:24 to go, your score, Tampa Bay 7, Carolina nothing. This is the Come On In Sports Network's coverage of Tampa Bay versus Carolina, the fight for the South. Who wins the NFC South? We are in the moment of deciding that right now. Thank you all for being here. Do me a favor, hit that like button if it's your first time.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network.
All right, family. Again, thank you all for being here. This is the Come On In Sports Network, home to the fastest growing, hottest pregame show on all the social media as the NFL turns, baby. Join us each and every single Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern for As the NFL Turns. Join Zach, Nonfiction, Carlos, PJ, Lawrence, Cowboy, Coach Rock, Jeremy, and yours truly for all the day's action as we get you ready for the final week, the final Sunday of regular season football in the NFL as the NFL turns. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. All right, family. Let's go to comments. Who's in the chat here? All right, these bots, I tell you. Them bots, they on it today. All right. Mike Swagger, 4K, said Tampa playing with a greater sense of urgency so far. I would have to say so. That opening drive was very impressive by the Bucs. Little went wrong. Everything they dialed up went right. As you see, Baker Mayfield was 3 for 3 for 41 yards and a touchdown on that drive. We know the first 15 plays are scripted. Let's see how this Bucs offense operates after the scripted plays. But love the way that offensive line was coming off that ball on that initial drive. And again, Baker Mayfield, he had a scramble in there, man. When he stepped up, instead of sliding, he dropped the shoulder to try to get that first down, letting the defender know and just letting us know, hey, how important this game is. This is playoff football. Make no mistake. This is a playoff game. This is a playoff game. All right, here we go. Baker Mayfield under center. 2 receivers to the top. Godwin in motion, now moves to the slot. It's going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin. He hesitates. Goes over left guard. Let's call it a gain of 2. It'd be 2nd down and 8 for the Buccaneers. All right. Let's see. Anybody that mix? Alex, how you doing? Hello. Come on in. Alex is in the building. Jonas says, are we going to see the end of Rodgers' career tomorrow? Man, quite possibly. Quite possibly can see the end. I think there's a very good chance we see the end of Aaron Rodgers' career tomorrow. All right. Baker Mayfield back in the flag. Oh, complete to Cade Otton. Holds on to it. Immediately hit by Jackson. Is going to bring up a 3rd down for the Panthers. 3rd down and 4 from the Tampa Bay. 26 for the Bucs from their own 26. Here we go. 6:21 and counting first quarter. Tampa Bay with their second possession of the game. Leading Carolina 7-0. One back in the backfield, Bucky Irvin, who now moves over to the left. He's looking for the blitz coming. He comes straight up the middle of Mayfield. He throws on the back foot. He's got Mike Evans. Evans catches it. 1st down. And we got a penalty now. I'm wondering if this roughing the passer. I think it's going to be roughing the passer. You had safety come clean. You had a DB come clean on Baker Mayfield. I wonder if they're going to call personal pass interference. Oh, they're going to call pass interference. Oh, yeah, he grabbed. I don't know about that. Come on, you got to let him play. Well, he did try to bear hug Mike Evans. So, good call. 1st and 10 for the Bucs from the 47. Now, this is danger, in my opinion, for the Panthers. I don't believe they can fall behind 2 touchdowns. First of all, in this kind of weather. And second off, I don't know if they have the offense that's built to get in the shootout. Bucky Irvin puts his foot in the ground, cuts back, able to get to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. They're going to officially call it a gain of 1 as Scott and Barnes combined to stop on the stop of yesterday that was Rashad White, not Bucky Irvin. Rashad White with his first carry. He gets 1 yard on it off a left end. 2nd down and 9. Total yards so far, 102 for Tampa, 0 for Carolina. Bucs leading 7-0. 2nd down and 9, but the Panthers won on 1st down. Now you got them in the 2nd and long. Back looking. Pressure being pushed, pocket being pushed back, gets it to Irvin. Irvin makes 1 man miss. He missed another man. He's still going, steps out of bounds. They're going to mark it. He stepped out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay. The pocket was starting to close up on Baker. He stood in there, found his outlet. Bucky Irvin able to break a tackle in the open field, gets the 1st down, steps out of bounds at the 39-yard line of the Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay looking really good right now. Baker looking in full command. He's 6 for 6 so far for 79 yards and a touchdown. Under center. Here's going to be an end around to Johnson, and he's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to get to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4. Actually, let's call it a 34. Gain of 5, excuse me. It'd be 2nd down and 5 from the Panthers' 34-yard line. Driving rainstorm coming down. We're playing in the monsoon right now in Tampa. Fast moving first quarter, 3:45, 3:44 and counting. Tampa Bay has controlled this first quarter. The lead on the scoreboard, the lead in time of possession, the lead in total yards. 2 receivers to the bottom. Panthers showing blitz. Blitz picked up. Brown pressures. Baker steps up, looking to avoid. Makes another man, gets the first down. Baker Mayfield is doing Baker things as him and Jackson get into it. And now a flag is thrown, and the young Panthers are losing their cool. Jackson and Baker Mayfield got into it as Baker dropped the shoulder going out of bounds. Jackson hit him. You hit him in the head. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting against Jackson. That's a foolish penalty. That's a foolish penalty right there. You cannot look. Baker's walking away. Jackson goes in his face talking. They both are talking. But I'm gonna say this. Ref, look, just separate him and let him go play, man. Just separate him and let him go play. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Carolina 13. Tampa looking to take total control early in this contest. 15 seconds on the play clock. Bucks up to the line of scrimmage. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Baker on the center. Tight end in motion. Oh, Baker almost lost the ball. Comes out, rolls out, looking, still looking. Wide open, close across the field. Wide open. Oh, he just missed a wide open Durham in the end zone. Oh, almost a really, really exciting play. As Baker Mayfield's out here looking to pull a Houdini, baby. He came close. He had all day. He looked all the way back across the field, then looked in the back of the end zone, and Durham was wide open. Oh, you got to catch that, though. I know he was coming forward as a tough. You got to get your hands on that ball. He tried to catch it with his body. It's a wet ball. You got to catch it with your hands. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Going to be a handoff, and the handoff is going to go to Bucky Irvin, and Brown is just going to sling him. Man, I'm going to tell you, man, Derrick Brown is a beast, man. Derrick Brown is a beast, man. Derrick Brown just grabbed Bucky Irvin like, man, come on, man. Come here, bro. Bro, stop playing. Look, he just gave him a big bad hug and said, come here, bro. Stop playing, bro. Man, Derrick Brown, one of the best in the business, man. One of the best in the business. Big 3rd down here for the Carolina defense. Looking to hold the Bucks to a field goal. The Panthers defense, second, giving up 47% on 3rd down in the league. Not very good. Baker looking. No one's open. Good coverage in the secondary. Now he rolls out to the left. Still looking. Throwing back across his body. Oh, looking for a Buka off his hands. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down and 8. The Bucks will now attempt a field goal. Good coverage in the secondary by that Panthers secondary. Baker Mayfield scrambling, looking downfield, trying to keep the play alive, which he was able to do just out of the outstretched hands. A rookie wide receiver, Emeka Ibuka. Matter of fact, no, that was a hell of a play by Ransom, the young DB from Tulane, as he was able to swat that away. That's a hell of a play. Here, snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. Your score with 1:57 to go in the first quarter. Tampa Bay 10, Carolina nothing. Double-digit lead. Bryce Young, Carolina, have 0 yards in the first quarter. They got to get something going on this drive. Your defense has been on the field the entire first quarter. You got to give your defense some rest. You just got to control this ball, try to slow this game down, try to gain momentum, get your rhythm going. That's what they got to do here. And for Carolina, everything's based to me off their running game. If they're able to establish that run, thus allowing Bryce Young to get into the play action part of his game, that's when he really gets going and really gets cooking. So let's see if the Panthers can bounce back, as now they are trailing 10-0 in the first quarter. It's the battle for the NFC South, Carolina and Tampa Bay. So No, listen, early on in this game, it's about tempo and nerves. Right now, I think that Tampa has found the tempo that they want. And right now, with the penalties, unnecessary roughness calls on the Panthers, I think you got a team that's kind of dealing with nerves right now. You know, you kind of expect them to be a little tight right now, not being used to being in this situation. Listen, Tampa, they've been here, done that. They won the South the last 4 years. So listen, familiar territory with them. But hey, it's only 10-0. Still the first quarter. Let's see if the Panthers can get anything going right now. And one thing I would say for Tampa, what you wanted to do, you wanted to send a message to the Carolina Panthers, and that's what they've done. They come out, they've been more physical. They're executing better. They're up 10-0. They're put Carolina in the hole. Now, as for Carolina, it's only 10-0. Just in the first quarter. Your entire playbook is still open to you. Run the football. You want to run the football. Get your running game going. Make the game easy for your young quarterback. Ease him into the game. You don't want him to just start dropping back and just throwing the ball all over the yard. We don't need that. All right, we're moments away from the kickoff. Again, 1:57 to go. Tampa Bay up 10-0. Bryce Young waiting to get his next opportunity on the field for the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young on the day, just 1 or 2 for 2 yards. And kick is away, and it's going to be out the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 35-yard line. I don't understand teams kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone, getting teams the ball at 35. As they're showing there with Rico Dow slip. No, did he hurt his ankle on that player? No, he's back. Yeah, good. They need Rico. 4 plays, 0 yards in the first quarter so far. Panthers come on in heavy formation, look for them to run, play action pass, half a boot, turns around, hits it big tight in the 50, all the way down to the 45-yard line. Good connection, good throw by Bryce Young. I like the call coming out. Good blocking up front. Tight end crossing the middle of the field, wide open, running away from the slot corner. 87 Tremaine with the catch for 20 yards. Winfield pushes him out of bounds. Panthers at the 45, and now you get a false start. This is what I'm saying with the Panthers. You just get a big play. Now you got offensive lineman. You got Damian Lewis jumping offside. Nerves. Listen, settle down, play football. It's week 18. It's just a football game. Yes, the stakes are high, but you got to have composure. And right now, the Panthers do not have composure. So now you go from a 1st and 10 to 1st and 15, putting your young quarterback in the hole. This is something you don't want to do. You don't want to help Tampa. They're already up 10-0. Bryce Young now in the shotgun. Hahn goes in motion from right to left. Going to be a fake to Dow. Then drop it under the tight end. Puts his foot in the ground. Good blocking. Going to take it up to the 40, back to the 45. It's called his 2nd down and 9 as Evans is on the reception. As he gets 5 yards, Hassan Reddick with the stop. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. 34 seconds to go. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom, 1 setback to the left of Bryce Young. Young now walking up, changing the play. Walking out signals to his receivers in his O-line. Now raises his leg. He's ready. Going to be a handoff to Rico Dow. Dow bouncing, looking, goes absolutely nowhere. Runs into a wall up front. You had Big Vita Ville slowing everything down, and then Yaya Diaby coming in to clean things up. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here in Tampa Bay. Your score, Tampa Bay 7, Carolina nothing. This is the Come On In Sports Network's coverage of Week 18, the battle for the South. Carolina and Tampa battling for the NFC South crown, baby. And right now, the Panthers are not. Right now, things are not looking good for the Panthers, but they're looking good for the homestanding Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, family. Again, thank you all for being here. Who's this? Let's see who else has come in here. Eric says, Patriots beat both these. Okay, Memphis, I got you, brother. Yes, they did, man. What a season by the Patriots, man. Mike says Carolina playing like they already made the playoffs. That's how they're acting, man. I mean, listen, we know even if they lose, they still can make the playoffs, which is crazy. So they're kind of playing with a little house money. Todd, how you doing? Todd says, hey, Dolph, I'm a diehard Falcon fan, but why did the Saints decide to trade Shaheed? I think that was a huge loss for y'all. He flourished in Seattle. Did he request a trade? Nah, man, he didn't request a trade, man. They had made a trade early in the season with the Broncos for Devon Vele, very talented, big body receiver, played with the Broncos. Denver, it was a surprise to the Broncos when he got traded. He's a good receiver when he was able to get on the field. Him and Tyler Shuck, man, they started getting the chemistry, but unfortunately he got hurt. And they just got value back for Shaheed, man, because they're going to resign Chris Olave. Shaheed he's going to be a free agent at the end of this season also. They do have other guys on the team with speed as well. But listen, I love Rashid Shaheed. I didn't want them to trade Rashid Shaheed. He's been one of my favorite players since the young man came into the league as an undrafted free agent. And I'm not surprised by him flourishing with the Seahawks at all, man. The kid is really good. He's a really good football player, and every time he touches the ball, man, you just got to hold your breath because he can take it to the house. All right, family, here we go. Big down here for the Panthers. 3rd down and 8 from the Tampa Bay 43. Bryce Young in the shotgun. Chuba Hubbard, the lone setback. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. 1 receiver motion in. Bryce Young overlooking. Brown checks. Snap is back. Bryce will come with Jess gets. Oh, Ted McMillan, you got to catch it, T-Mac. Off his hands. Good throw by Bryce Young. 4th and 8. You got to catch that ball, youngster. And right now, simply put, they're not making the plays. That's a good throw. You got to catch that ball if you're Tech McMillan. Again, a lot of these guys, they're trying to use their body to catch this ball. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 8. They're going for it. 4th down and 8. Big decision early in the game by Coach Corrales. I hate when teams do this just to draw people off sides, man. I hate that. Man, just punt the ball. Just punt the ball. You get an unnecessary penalty. You back up 5 yards. You're running. Most likely go kick the damn ball out the end zone. I just don't like when teams do that. You waste the time all. Sometimes they even take a timeout. Fortunately, they didn't. They just took the 5-yard penalty. So 14-58 to go, 4th and 13. Carolina will be punting to Tampa Bay. Tampa showing pressure. Tampa coming. Oh, the punt gets away. And it's going to be waving for a fair catch. And the ball's going to drop inside the 10. It's going to die at the 5-yard line. Good punt. So the Bucs would get the ball back at their own 5-yard line, leading 10-0 with 14:48 to go in the second quarter. As Morton hits a 42-yard punt that is down at the Bucs 5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bucs from their 6-yard line. They're gonna say the ball was down at the 6. Looked to be the 5 to me, but officially they're calling the 6-yard line. 1st and 10, Tampa Bay. Leading 10-0. 94 yards away from another touchdown. Going to be a handoff to Irvin, dancing, squeezes through a little crack, gets up to the 9-yard line. He's going to get 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the Tampa Bay 9. Now, I know a lot of times when you're just looking at football with just the network eye, you're looking when a guy makes a big run or splash play, but runs like Bucky Irvin just had there are so important and are so impressive by top-level backs. Right there, he turned that into a 3-yard game that if it was a normal back, there probably would have been no gain or a tackle for loss. Godwin in motion. He's yet to get involved. Mayfield looking over the middle. Oh, overthrows Bucky Irvin, who was right there. That's just a miss. Bad pass by Baker Mayfield. No other way to put it. Bucky Irvin was there. He just airmailed it to him. He was right there in front of him. Bad pass by Baker Mayfield. The ball didn't get tipped, and it went through Bucky Irvin's hand too. Still, he could have caught it. 3rd down and 7. This will be big. This will be really big for the Panthers if they're able to hold here. Flip field position. Panthers showing pressure. They're going to come with 4. Mayfield going to get a 1st down to McMillan. 1st down all the way to the 20-yard line. Good deliverance by Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield, other than a few throws, has looked really good early on in this game. Panthers playing off coverage. Yeah, good read by Baker. You had Godwin coming in. He drew double coverage, which opened up McMillan on the backside for the reception. 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 20. Ottenot goes in the backfield, resets as a fullback, as the lead back. Lead blocking back is going to be a toss to White. White around the right side. Great tackle. Scott comes up and makes a great ankle tackle, holding White to a gain of 1. Look at this here, man. That's how you tackle. Great tackle. 2nd down and 7 from the Tampa Bay 23. 12-50 and counting in the contest. Tampa Bay leading 10-0. This is the battle for the NFC South. This is the Come On In Sports Network. Baker Mayfield now calls Ibuka into motion. Back looking for Ibuka. Not holding the ball too long. Not just throws the ball away. Now, I don't know what the hell Baker's doing there. He had Ibuka there. He didn't like that. He came off. He had White in the flat as his outlet standing there, and he had a tight end right in front of him, and he throws the ball in the ground. Those are the plays that Baker Mayfield has been making this season that has people scratching their heads and wondering exactly what's going on with him. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 7. Baker in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. McMillan comes in motion. Baker back, looking right, looking left. Stepping up in the pocket. Baker deep over the middle. Intercepted! It's intercepted, picked off at the 30, the 25, down to the 20, to the 18-yard line. Panthers come up with the big intercept, and Baker Mayfield does it again. The turnover bug has hit him again. Tampa had full control of this game. Carolina put them in a precarious situation. Big 3rd down. And Baker Mayfield, as we were looking at the replay here, who the hell is he throwing it to? The linebacker was just sitting there. It's like he predetermined who he was trying to get the ball to Ibuka. It's like he didn't even see the linebacker sitting there. So intercept, picked off. Carolina's ball at the Tampa Bay 19 with 12:18 to go. Roseboom with the intercept for the Panthers. Christian Roseboom, his 3rd career intercept. So here we go from the 19 of Tampa Bay. Carolina gets the ball in the red zone. Bryce Young back, looking over the middle. Got a completion. Tech McMillan all the way down to the 9-yard line. Move them chains. First down, Carolina. He held on to them. Good crossing route. Little traffic, little clear out route in front of him. Tight end clears out. He comes in behind him. Bryce Young with a good delivery. Hits him in stride. And man, as a kid, man, these are the type of games you like playing. You like playing in muddy games, man. This is football weather that we're watching here today, baby. And listen, it is coming down, baby. All right, first and goal for the Carolina Panthers from the 9 of the Tampa Bay Bucks. Going to be a handout. Chuba Hubbard trying to get outside. He breaks one tackle. He won't break the second. Good pursuit. Is that Levante David on the stop? Levante David with the stop. Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard was able to break a tackle in the backfield, but unable to get the corner. It'll be second and goal from the 8-yard line of the Bucks. Carolina looking to take advantage of a big turnover. Can they take advantage? Chuba Hubbard gets no gain on the play. Second and goal from the 8-yard line of Tampa. Play action pass. Bryce Young looking. Ted on the cross, but got a tight end. Wide open touchdown, Panthers. Just like that, Tommy Tremble with an 8-yard touchdown reception for Bryce Young and family. We got a game. We got a football game, baby. How about that? Great play action pass. And look, just a great play. Tommy Tremble, man, he delayed before he released. He fooled Levante David, whose responsibility that was. And before Levante David realized that, hey, Tommy Tremble was out the back door, baby, Bryce Young found him for the touchdown. But it all started with the Rose Boone intercept of Baker Mayfield. 10:50 to go in the first half. Your score, Carolina 7, Tampa Bay 10. This is the Come On In Sports Network. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson, baby. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Welcome. All right, family. So what's your thoughts so far of this game, family? Listen, Tampa got off to the good start. They're up 10-0. They get the ball back. Though they were pinned deep, Baker makes the big mistake. How often have we been saying that the last 2 months of the season? Baker makes the big mistake, the big turnover. And he did it again today. Now, all of a sudden, we got a dog fight, 10-7. Carolina trailing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the battle for the NFC South. If Carolina wins, they're in the playoffs. If Carolina loses, they can make the playoffs. What do you say, dog? That's right. If Carolina loses, they can make the playoffs. Now, that dog made sure he got this right. If I am correct, and most of the time I am, if I am correct, let me look at this playoff picture. All right. So the playoff picture is as follows. With a win, the Panthers are in. If they lose, they still can get in. Now it's a big if the Saints upset the Falcons tomorrow. The Bucks would need, even if they win today, the Bucks would need the Falcons to beat the Saints tomorrow. So that's the scenario. So NFC South, man, coming down to the wire, and you got to watch NFC South football tomorrow because that game tomorrow matters. It matters to whoever wins or loses this game today. Carolina loses, it really matters to both teams. So let's see. 10:50 to go. 7-10 is the score. As we'll wait the kickoff it's going to be returned back to the 20. Oh, fumble. That's Panthers ball. It was fumbled right into the hands of the Panthers defender. That's Panthers ball. That was Panthers ball. As they are trying to, there's a scrum going on. That was Panthers ball, man. Oh, they let them fight for it and they're gonna give it to Tampa. That's BS. I ain't got a dog in this fight. That's a horrible call. That ball was in the hand of the Panthers player. The ref saw it when he first ran over there. That should be Carolina's ball. Now you got tempers flying. This game is really getting off the chain. Let's see as the referees try to sort it all out. Illegal block in the back against Tampa. First down, Tampa Bay. Yeah, good tackle. Hit that ball. The ball comes right out. Oh, that should have. He was right there. That was a fumble, man. Here we go. Baker Mayfield under center. One setback. Mayfield with a handoff, hit in the backfield and drop. What a play by Princely Umanili. What a play by the Prince, man. As he comes off that right end, off that left end of the defense, right side of the offensive line like a heat-seeking missile, and he just destroys Bucky Irvin in the backfield. Bucky Irvin had no chance at all to get anything going. Second down and 14, 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go as momentum has definitely swung in this game. Baker Mayfield in shotgun. I believe they're going to hand this off. I don't think they're going to pass it. Baker now is going, and that's what they do. They hand it off to Bucky Irvin. He goes up the middle, trying to get yards back, and you got Panthers players raking at that ball, trying to get it out there. It's going to be third down. I'm going to call it third down and 11 for the Bucs. Baker Mayfield started 6 of 6. Now he's 1 of 6 in his last 7 attempts. This is what's been plaguing Baker Mayfield, and this is what's been plaguing the Bucs since the calendar switched from September to October. Third down and 10. 9 interceptions since week 11, which is the second most in the NFL by Baker Mayfield. In the shotgun, Mayfield looking, throws the screen to White, gets blocking. He cuts upfield, drops his shoulder, gets the first down. Big first down by White. Rashad White with the first down as he gets 11 yards. First down, Tampa Bay. That was a enormous first down pickup there for the Bucs, man. As they set up the screen, man, good blocking downfield. You got your center down there, pancaking guys, man. Great block. You got backside blocks, man, cutting off the backside pursuit. That was just a really good executed play by the Bucs. And most is going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin. Irvin once again goes nowhere. No game for Bucky Irvin as Princely is back there again. Prince Umanimini. I'm just chopping this kid name up. Princely you, baby, with the stop. All right, here we go. Second down and 10, 8:06, 8:05 and counting. 57 rush yards for the Bucs today, 0 for the Panthers, yet it's on a 3-point game. Mayfield to White in the flat, hesitates, puts his foot in the ground, He gets about 7-8 yards where it looked like he would not get anything. Great cut by him. Now an enormous 3rd down and 3. Derrick Brown out there in pursuit, helping to bring down Rachaad White. Here we go, a big 3rd down and 3. Panthers are 0 for 2 today on 3rd down. The Bucs are 4 for 6. Baker Mayfield. Looking right, still looking, comes over, looking for Godwin. Pump face, gets a defender in the air. He's going to scramble. He's to the 40, and he's going to slide down at the 45 with the 1st down. Baker Mayfield doing Baker things, man. As he escapes the pocket, he initially wanted to go. He wanted to go to Godwin in the flat. It was covered. He comes off it. He pump fakes, avoids the defender in the backfield, gets the 1st down, and slides in safe at the 45 of the Bucs. Mayfield under center, Godwin in motion, long setback. It's going to, Baker Mayfield and his running back collide in the backfield. You can't write this up. This is going to be on NFL bloopers. This definitely should be on. Sean Tucker and Baker Mayfield collide in the backfield on the handoff as Baker Mayfield tackles Sean Tucker. Wow. 2nd down and 14 for Tampa from their own 40-yard line. Do anybody want to win this game? Baker lost the ball. He was trying to throw the ball. The ball slipped out of his hand. He was able to pick it up. Listen, you cannot imagine the last 2 plays by Baker Mayfield. First of all, on the handoff, he tackles his running back, Sean Tucker, goes into him with a shoulder. And when I say tackle him, if you're not able to see it, when you do see it, he took him off his feet. And here he's dropping back to throw the ball, and the ball comes right out of his hand and hits the ground. He was able to pick it back up. Actually didn't even lose anything. It'll be 3rd down. As they show Coach Bowles on the sidelines, how frustrating Coach Bowles has to be right now. Got an injury timeout. Carolina trailing 10-7. 5:33 clock now ticking. Baker Mayfield fumbles the ball. He actually lost. He did lose a yard. Now today on 3rd down, the Bucs have been excellent on 3rd down today. They are 5 of 7. But it's 3rd and 15. Panthers cannot give this up here on 3rd and 15. This will be a backbreaker. Ibuka in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Rachaad White. White dancing. He gets to the 42, 43-yard line. Bucs just said, hell, look, we go punt the ball. We go play defense. If we don't give up that turnover, that short field to them, other than that, Tampa's defense has held the Panthers' offense in check. But again, Panthers took advantage of the situation that the defense provided. Bryce Young, the Trimble, for the touchdown. Now the defense comes up with a huge stop, 4 minutes and 30 seconds and counting, and kick his ball. Almost got there. And it's going to be called. I thought he called a fair catch. He didn't. It's going to be returned to the 16, 17-yard line. Trevor Etienne did not fair catch the ball as he gets 5 yards to the 17. And we got a timeout with 4:21 to go, family, in the first quarter. Your score, Carolina 7, Tampa Bay 10. The battle for the NFC South, baby, is on. And looking at this game right now, Baker Mayfield, it's been a tale of 2 quarters for Baker Mayfield. He started off 6 for 6, red hot in the first quarter, and the second quarter has been a microcosm of the type of season that he has had since week 5 of the regular season. He has been mistake prone, big time. And he does it again. He throws an intercept where he's trying to fit the ball in to his young rookie receiver, Ibuka, but the linebacker was sitting there looking at him the whole time, and the throw was flat. And even if he puts air under the throw, I still don't believe Ibuka catches the ball. So Baker Mayfield's going to have to step his game up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this contest. All right, Zach says, I can't believe he lost to a liver shot. Oh, okay, that's streaming the element. I thought that was my boy Zach. All right, we got these bots coming in here. Let's get them out here for us, baby. There. Well, these bots just attack. Boy, they see, hey, somebody's live streaming. Let's go. Green Monday 1960. Sister Barbara said it's raining Panthers and Pumas out there. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. It is definitely there, man. Oh, man. Can't watch NFL games without refs screwing them up. Yeah, I thought that was a Panthers recovery. I think the Bucs were fortunate that they even let that fight for the ball go, man. I could have swore that was a All right. Tasha says, do you think the Ravens will win without Rashad Bateman? As long as they got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, they should. I believe that tomorrow, especially if Pittsburgh was out DK Metcalf again, I believe that the Ravens should win. I know TJ Watt makes his long anticipated return for the Steelers. But man, Derrick Henry just showed you how special he is. And what I think we need to do, we need to appreciate one of the greatest backs in the history of the National Football League in Derrick Henry. He is Hall of Fame material. To me, he's a Hall of Fame running back. He's one of the best to ever do it. To be that big, that fast, that agile, that powerful, man. He's one of the best ever to carry the ball in the National Football League. But to answer your question, I think the Ravens will be fine because they got Derrick Henry and they got Lamar Jackson. But the thing with the Ravens, to me, it comes down to coaching. It's Harbaugh and that offensive coordinator. Like last week, they gave the ball to Henry, but watch. Oh, Bryce Young scrambles out the pocket to his left, finds T-Mac, his young rookie receiver, for a first down. 3:21 to go. Big completion there by Bryce Young. Kept his composure, kept looking downfield as he finds T-Mac, who was able to uncover. He comes all the way across the field, comes back to the ball. Good catch by McMillan. Levante David with the tackle. 1st and 10 for Carolina from their own 32-yard line. Play action pad. Bryce rolls, looks, throws, floats wide open. It's Horn Jr. He toe taps. And listen, if not for the pressure in Bryce Young's face, if he was able to step into that, Joe Horn Jr. may still be running. Big completion down to the 47 of Carolina. I say Joe Horn, Jimmy Horn Jr. with the 15-yard reception, back-to-back chunk plays for the Carolina Panthers. Now have the ball just outside the midfield with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go before the 2-minute warning. Going to be a handoff up the middle of the dial with his best run of the day as he dives across midfield, and he will land at the 47-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning as they credit Rico Dow with 4 yards on that carry. 2 minutes to go from Tampa, baby. Our score. Tampa Bay 10, Carolina 7. This is the Come On In Sports Network's coverage of the battle for the South. The Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network. This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network. This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network. This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network.
All right, family, we're back. 10-7 is our score. Buccaneers over the Panthers. We at the 10-2-minute warning, but hey, the Panthers are getting some rhythm. They're getting Bryce Young. They're rolling them out, getting them outside the pocket, improving his vision down the field. He has a big completion of 13 yards to Tech McMillan. Then he comes back and finds Jimmy Horn Jr. on the similar crossing play, wide open for 15 yards. Rico Dowd just had a handoff where he gained 4 yards, took the ball to the 48-yard line of the Buccaneers, and lo and behold, we can have a tie game at the half, or the Panthers can go in the locker room with a lead, and then all of a sudden they're feeling really nervous in Raymond James Stadium. So here we go, first half takeaways coming up at halftime. I'll give you my takeaways from the first half with these two quarterbacks in this game. The cannons went off early, but they haven't went off since then. Panthers right now gaining momentum, season momentum in this game with an opportunity to go in the locker room with the lead, looking to double up because they do receive the second half kickoff. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 6 from the Tampa Bay 49. Bryce Young comes out in the pistol. Rico Dowd, long setback. Buck showing blitz. Bucks bringing blitz. Oh, he gets it away. Good job just to get the ball away by Bryce Young as Tampa sent the house at him that time. And, man, that radar is looking real bad, man, that they're showing on TV, looking to make sure there's no lightning. You know, if there's lightning, they're going to have to pause this game. But, man, that rain doesn't look like it's really going to let up, man. It's just a downpour, man. All right, the Panthers are 0-2 today on 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down and 6. Bryce Young in the shotgun. McMillan at the bottom of the screen. Once again, Bucks coming. They send it forward. Oh, something! It's picked off! It's picked off! It's picked off! Bad ball placement by Bryce Young. Bryce Young with bad ball placement. Great break on the ball by the DB, but Bryce, you got to get the ball out in front, man. You got to get that ball. As Jacob Parrish gets the intercept that was intended for T-Mac, for McMillan, intercepted by Parrish at the Tampa Bay 42. He's ran out of bounds there. It will be 1st and 10. Just a bad ball placement, bad throw by Bryce Young. Both quarterbacks have made 2 horrible turnovers in his first half. 1:51 to go. 10-7. Tampa leading Carolina. We got a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network.
I'm not going to say it's a great first half, but it's a first half. Again, quarterback plays so big in this game. Right there, Carolina, they had momentum, man, some good plays. You had a good run. You got a manageable 3rd down, man, and Bryce Young just made a bad pass. That pass was behind him, Tech McMillan. It was to the inside where you gave the DB the opportunity to break on the ball and get the intercept, and that's exactly what Jacob Parrish did. So, again, with 1:51 to go in the first half, Tampa Bay leading 10-7. Again, Carolina receives the second half kickoff. Panthers right there were looking to go down and score, hold Tampa Bay, get the kickoff for the second half and double up. But unfortunately, They will not be able to do that. And so far today, man, like I said, we're going to talk about these two quarterbacks' performance in the first half as we're moments away from being joined by my brother, man. Y'all know him, Uneducated Sports Talks host. And come on in, Sports Network's on. Mr. Carlos Clayton is in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Man, what's good with it, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man.
Y'all give me good
for the South. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, hey,
who wants to win this game?
Yeah, right. Who wants to win this game? Carolina's playing like they got word already about what the Falcons going to do to the Saints. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
That would look like to me because both these, I understand the rain is coming down hard, and I mean harder than normal. But man, these turnovers are crazy right now. That's the one thing you should preach in this type of weather. Don't turn the ball over. I mean, field position game, let your defense do the work, and we'll see what happens, man. So
I'm gonna let you call this one. I'm gonna let you call this one, Carlos.
Well, I'm a little bit further than you. I don't know if
yeah, just call it wherever you at.
All right, cool. All right. Well, we got a second down with Tampa Bay right now. But that last play you mentioned it early, man. Just a bad read, a bad throw. Not even the best route, But right now, both these teams got to have it. Carolina can just shut it all up and just win today, and it's all done, man. All right, we got single back formation, two receivers from Tampa Bay's 49-yard line. Go ahead, got to tuck it to the right side, and he will be hitting the backfield for about a 1-yard loss. So now we're going to have 3rd and 4 coming up. I got normal guys, says Carlos. I'm in the building for a second, man. I won't be here forever. I was trying to be here till about halftime. I saw my man Dolph one day. I had to show some love, man.
Most definitely.
I had to show some love, come on the channel and talk a little football. So, yeah, I figured we'd do that, man. But, we got to talk about the downfall of the Buccaneers, huh, Dolph?
My goodness. One of the most colossal collapse in recent memory, man.
3rd and 5. They're going shotgun formation. We got 3 receivers, 2 stacked to the left, and now the motion, Godwin to the left side. So we got 3 to the left. Baker looking that way, rolling to his right, step in the pocket. Now he rolls to his left side. Baker make a magic man, they call him, running to the right and still running, and he's going to throw it wide open to tight end, talent sideline to the 40, 35 down to the 32-yard line. Baker Mayfield magic at his finest.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It's feast of phantom right now with Baker in this first half.
It is. So what I'm seeing is, and with 18 seconds left, so they're in field goal range because of their excellent kicker. But man, he made something out of nothing and had the whereabout, dog, to find out where the line of scrimmage was when he threw that football.
Yes.
He was behind it.
Yes.
Because if he's in front of it, it's an illegal pass. So man, that's just sheesh. Baker Mayfield.
Play. That's a hell of a play by Baker.
But he's been doing that, man, all season. But it's also the turnovers as well.
The turnover bug, yeah.
So we have a timeout call by Carolina.
Yeah, big time. Needed timeout by Carolina.
I'm looking at Tampa Bay, man, and you notice, I don't know if you've been reading on about the Rams. Rams are going to start all their guys, right? And everyone's saying, we want to start the guys because of this and that. No. They want to start these guys because they want the possibility of having the 5th seed. The 5th seed gets the winner of Carolina and Tampa Bay, right?
Tampa Bay, yeah.
So who doesn't want to fight for that spot? If I'm not going to host a playoff game, let me play against the worst NFC team. So, and we're not stupid, man. Rams are trying to get that 5th seed. We're going to play all our guys no matter what the seeding is. Duh. I would rather take on Tampa Bay than Philadelphia or Chicago.
Yes. All right. First and 10.
Or Carolina.
Yes, sir. First and 10.
1st and 10. So they're in field goal range. So you're just asking them, be a smart shotgun formation, 3 receivers. They're going to motion Millen wide right, and they will run it with Urban at the middle. And Urban's going to get a nice gain of about 6 yards. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but they have all 3 timeouts now, so they can go ahead and call this timeout because of the distance they got. I'll try and go for the end zone right here, but be smart about it, Baker.
Yeah, 13 seconds. You can't be doing all that dancing around back there.
The
ball. If it ain't there, throw it away.
Throw it away, because they are definitely in field goal range. McCaffrey's has been one of their better spots, man, regardless of the record. They've been really, really good this year as far as it all goes. But I don't know, man. I mean, the Buccaneers, they're just finding ways to lose. I mean, new ways to lose, old ways to lose. It's crazy. And they got to thank their lucky stars that the Panthers lost to the Seahawks last week. Because the way they played is almost like, we know Carolina's going to lose. You think so? because, man, that was ugly. All right,
Yeah,
shotgun
really,
formation now from the Panther 25-yard line. They're going 3 receivers, 2 to the left, and we got Evans bottom of the screen. Another handoff to the middle, bounce out, and now cut it back inside. Good first down by Buck Irvin at the 20-yard line. Another timeout called, and now I'm telling myself, now
you're taking a shot now. They're gonna take a shot and then timeout.
You're playing with fire, but thank God they have one timeout left though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're gonna take a shot, then they're gonna call a timeout if it's not incomplete. Or these damn bots or something in there.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm deleting them right now for you. Boom. That's all. They know you got something going on. That's all.
Yes, sir. Man, so at halftime, I get your thoughts, man, on that Sugar Bowl, man. Just an excellent game, man.
Great
game. That was a game.
Great game, man. Yeah, I want to talk a little college football as well, man. I thought about
yours, 214 to 80. Yeah. And you're down 3.
Down 3. Got your lucky stars right now. And the handout to Irvin in the middle.
No, I got a problem. I got a problem with that.
Me too.
I got a problem with not to me.
And you're the crowd booming, right?
No, you know what I'm gonna say? Know what that's telling me? That's telling me you don't trust your quarterback. You don't trust Baker Mayfield right there.
Do you think if the weather wasn't a factor, they'll do it, or they just don't trust Baker at all? Man,
you've been throwing the ball in the first half. You've been throwing the ball. Why you ain't gonna throw it up? With a timeout in your pocket?
Yeah, and it was 13 seconds, so you had all kind of time to do what you had to do for one play.
Wow.
They're going for the 6-point lead at halftime. McLaughlin made his first one from 29 yards. Let's see about this one. This one can be about 36 yards, so it should be no more than the extra point attempt.
Let's see if we get a good hold.
All right,
now
in between the hash two.
Just got straight down the middle.
There we go.
All right, time to update this score.
13-7 was your score. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's against Carolina because the referees went straight to tie balls. Yeah, legal formation on the defense.
Legal formation on the defense. Okay.
All right. Yeah, they went straight to tie ball and see what he wanted to do. 2 seconds left. You just boot this out the end zone.
Yeah, let's boot it out the end zone.
You don't want no kind of return on this thing. Just boot out the end zone. Shout out to the NFL for having this return mechanism, man. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
It make you think, man. It make you think.
Now, what I don't understand, like I said earlier, you kicking the ball out the back of the end zone, getting the team the ball at the 35. I don't understand that. To me, that's ridiculous.
What's that?
I play football. Well, that's what Tampa did earlier in Carolina. They kicked the ball out the back of the end zone on the kickoff. I'm like, why? You want to put the ball in play?
You do, but you also run that risk of, getting more to the 35. I understand. It depends on time and distance. Like the benefit of kicking it to the player and you can get them before the 25-yard line. That's the benefit,
right?
Because you don't want to get nobody the ball at the 35-yard line.
Right.
To only go 65 yards for a touchdown routinely, yeah. But situations like this, boot that mug out the end zone. You don't want to even because 2 seconds left, so you're not even gonna mess around. Remember Deshaun Jackson return against the Giants? Tom Coughlin and Daniel about to kill the kicker. He told you to kick it out. He about to choke the kicker. He said you had one job. Kick the damn football off the end zone.
Out the end zone. You kick it to this guy.
No. It was a punt.
It was a punt return.
Kick it away from him. Just let it go out of bounds, man. Like we don't want him touching that ball. He kicked it right to him.
Right to him.
Kicked it right to him.
Perfectly. Landed perfectly in his arms.
He about to choke the punter, boy. He is about to choke him.
All right, Panthers take a knee.
So they will take a knee. Halftime report. Buccaneers on top by 6, 13-7, man. If the Panthers win this game, and they're still in it, they win it, they're your NFC South champions. If the Buccaneers win this game, they'll be the hugest Atlanta Falcons fans come Sunday morning. They take on the Falcons and the Saints.
I'm hoping for a tie in the Saints Falcons game.
Who would that belong to?
Exactly. I don't want neither one of them in it because they don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Who will win it? If it's tied, I guess it still goes to Carolina, huh?
I guess it'll go to Carolina. Yeah, it should go to Carolina.
So Carolina's got it all in the bag. They just gotta look. If I'm Carolina, win this damn game.
Yeah. So I ain't got to sit there tomorrow and watch.
Olave's already out. With his blood clot, so that's already damaging.
Man, Olave's out, Brissy is out, Shepard is out. So
it's looking like the Falcons.
Elvin's out.
Take advantage of this. They better, unless Tyler Shuck give you buck. That boy there, rookie of the year. Damn,
they better do something.
If Tyler Shuck come out there and slinging that rock,
if they win this game with the kid, now, man.
Yeah. He for sure that dude.
I just want to see, man. We said at the beginning of the season. Again, this is halftime of the Panthers and the Buccaneers. This is the battle for the NFC South. Buccaneers on top, 10-7. Before we get in that other talk, Carlo, let's give a couple stats. First half stats in this game. All right, family. Total first downs in the game: 14 for Tampa Bay, 6 for the Panthers. Total plays ran in the first half, Carlos. Tampa Bay ran 40 plays in the first half. Carolina only ran 18 plays, yet they're only down by 6. Total yards: Tampa Bay 216, Carolina 79. Yards per play: 5.4 for Tampa, 4.4 for Carolina. Red zone: Tampa Bay is 1 for 3 in the red zone. Carolina's 1 for 1. Penalties: Carolina's been penalized 3 times for 23 yards. Tampa Bay 2 times for 25. Time of possession: Tampa Bay held the ball for 21 minutes and 44 seconds in the first half. Carolina had the ball for 8 minutes and 16 seconds in the first half. Now let's go to the box scores. First, for the visiting Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young on the day, 7 of 11, 75 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 horrible intercept. Rigo Dow unable to get anything going on the ground, 5 carries for 5 yards. Through the air, leading receiver, Teron McMillan, T-Mac, 2 catches for 25. Jimmy Horn Jr. has a reception. Bryson Tremaine with a reception. And Tommy Trimble with 1 reception that went for the long Carolina touchdown. Now, for the home-standing Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, 10 of 15 for 130 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. It was atrocious, just as bad as Bryce Young. In the running game, Bucky Herbert has carried the ball 14 times for 49 yards. Baker Mayfield not only using his arm, but also his legs. He scrambled 3 times for 28 yards. In the receiving game, Cade Otton leading the way with 4 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown. Future Hall of Famer Mike Evans, 2 for 34. Rashad White, 2 for 18. Bucky Irvin, Jalen McMillan, Payne Durham, and Emeka Ibuka all have a catch. Durham and Mabuka, they do not have a catch. McMillan has 1 for 11. And that's your first half stats and highlights. So, Carlos, in general, my brother, what's your thoughts of this first half? And let's start first for Tampa Bay. What's your thoughts the first half with Tampa? And coming on in the second half, what does Tampa have to do to close this game out?
It sounds like they're up by double digits. What it sounds like to me, all that's going their way. They've done everything they can stat-wise and time possession-wise to take advantage of this game. They just haven't taken advantage of it. Yeah, right. That makes sense. So what I'm saying is they're doing everything right. The only thing is, it is the turnovers, and that's huge no matter where you go. Here's my thing. I got to give shout out to that linebacker for Panthers, man. I thought of Luke Kuechly for half a second, but his depth that he went on that zone.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often in the zone defense, the depth of the linebacker. He went a long ways, and a lot of those linebackers get lazy and don't do that. He went all the way. So I wouldn't put too much on Baker Mayfield, an interception, but as a better play by the linebacker. But what I also want to say is that the dang on Buccaneers, they got to get things going, man. Obviously, that run game, that has disappeared over their stretch of not winning games. They've got to find a way to get Irvin involved more because he is a dynamic running back when used right. Right. Panthers play a really good defense. I understand that, man, but you've got to find some way to put pressure off of Mayfield because Mayfield is one of those guys who's going to put pressure on himself, and he will make that critical error because he puts so much pressure on himself. Not every play has to be the, not every play has to be the 40-yard deep shot. Let me run around 50 yards and then throw it. So Mayfield puts that much pressure on himself, man. So they got to get back to the basics. Run that football, play action, and a little dink and dunks here, and then just feed your receivers like Evans and Ibuka like intermediate routes. Stop going with the deep routes, man. I mean, stop that. We're in the rainy weather. Let's dink it, let's dunk it, let's throw short, man. We're good to go, man. So I mean, they have to just play. Keep it stupid, simple. Kiss.
Shout out to Nom.
Yeah, man. Play that kind of football, man, and we're gonna be good. As far as the Panthers go, hey, same thing. Let's get some rhythm going on. Let's get some plays with our running backs. Same. I mean, both these teams kind of mirror themselves, honestly. If you look at it, they both mirror themselves. When they're at their best, they both look the same. When at the worst, they look the same. So in this particular matchup, same thing. Run that football, intermediate routes, man. Let's not do anything crazy. And of course, when you're open, catch the football. We saw T-Mac drop earlier. Catch the football. It's as simple as that, man. I mean, honestly, both these teams are just mud walking for an NFC South title, and someone's got to win it. So I'm excited to see the second half.
All right. I'm going to let you answer this question. I answered it earlier, but Tasha has a question. She says, do you think the Ravens will win without Rashad Bateman tomorrow?
I already have the Steelers winning that matchup, but they could win. I mean, the passing game is not what the Ravens need to be focusing on. If Lamar Jackson's going to start, and it sounds like he will start, they need to focus on that run game. I mean, you saw what happened last week when Henry gets 36 carries, 216 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Come on, man. The only difference is the quarterback now is Lamar Jackson. It ain't hard, man. Just hand the damn ball to Derrick Henry. I don't give a damn Bateman or Zay Flowers. I don't care who it is on the receiving core. Run the football and let everything else take its spot. Yes. But if I see another game where it means something and Derrick Henry has less than 20 carries, I'm going to strangle John Harbaugh myself.
Yeah, I mean, every time it's a big game, i.e. playoffs, and that game tomorrow is a playoff game. Somehow Derrick Henry just gets forgotten by John Harbaugh and the offensive coordinator. I have no idea why that happened. Now, listen, he just got – how many carries he got this past week?
36.
36. I guarantee you tomorrow, if history repeats itself as John Harbaugh does John Harbaugh, I guarantee you tomorrow he gets less than 22 carries tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm seeing an 18 carries, 79-yard type of game. I hope not. Give it. That's why you paid him, though, dog. That's why you gave him all that money. He was your missing link, according to us and the Ravens themselves. He was the missing link. Give him the football and let him work, right? And they have not done it in the playoffs at all. It's mind-boggling. And the one game that did it was against the Pittsburgh Steelers last year in the wild card round, where you're going to win with or without the running game. And besides that, though, get the Bills, Chiefs, and whoever is that team, man. You got to feed that man. Feed Derrick Henry.
Let's talk about the nightcap tonight, man. NFC West, man. The battle not only for the NFC West, man, the battle for the number 1 seed. Seattle, San Francisco, and I'm going to be honest, a few weeks ago, November, did we see these two teams fighting for the number 1 seed? I would say no, especially the 49ers with all their injuries. Everything was going on with them, and here they are with an opportunity to win the number 1 seed in the NFC. And to me, that I believe that this is the best coaching job that Shanahan has did since he's been in San Francisco, with all the circumstances and everything they have had to deal with. I believe that's the best job. This is the best job he has done. And on the other side with Seattle, man, kudos to them, man. They first-year head coach, Sam Darnold, man, once again becoming the first quarterback to change teams and quarterback 2 12-win teams, man.
Crazy.
And they got that defense on their side, that front four, where they don't really have to blitz, man. And they got all-pro returning Rashid Shaheed. I'm not sure if he's going to play tomorrow, but I thought he was dealing with a bit of an injury. But that game coming up, man, that's going to be exciting, man. How do you see that game going, Carlos?
Well, everyone's going to say, well, the Niners offense versus the Seahawks defense. I'm going to go opposite. How can Sam Darnold, quote-unquote, keep up with this Niners offense? Because we've known since November 30th, they've only punted the ball twice. And that was against the Bears last week on Sunday Night Football. The question is, can Seattle's offense keep up? The question is Sam Darnold. We know he was in this spot last year, Dolph, as a Viking, and he shit the bed. Let's keep it real, right? And they got mollywopped in that matchup. Same thing this year, just a different division, right? Now you're in the West of the NFC. Can Sam Darnold rise to the occasion? And I'm not talking about have one bad half and a good half. No. Against this Niners team, you need to play a complete game from start to finish. When I say complete game, no interceptions, no turnovers, and he's prone to having that. Even with this, I give Shanahan, he's my coach of the year, by the way, Shanahan. All these injuries he had on defense, all these quarterback was gone for 8 weeks, tight end has been gone for a hell of a lot, and they haven't had Brandon Ayuk all year. So I'm saying, like, I'm not worried about the Niners side because they're going to score. Can Seattle score with them? That's the issue against this vulnerable 49ers defense. Let's keep it real. Right now, I'm going to go with the Niners to win this game. I've been saying it. Their offense looks unstoppable at times. Can the defense hold it down? I think the defense will give Seattle a chance to win this game, but, man, it's up to Sam Darnold. We got to see him, what he does. It is another do-or-die situation. He was literally, Dolph, in the same position last year.
Yeah.
Week 18, winner is the number 1 overall seed. The loser drops to the 5 seed.
Yeah.
Or in this case, could be the 6 seed, depending on what happens with the Rams. So, if I'm Seattle, be wary. Be wary of what's going on. And if you're down, hold on to the football. Just hold on to the ball.
Hold on to the ball.
And let your defense hold it down and your running game hold it down.
Right. And a quick insight, the game coming up tonight will feature 2 of the top quarterbacks in the NFL when throwing outside the pocket. Donald, when outside the pocket, has a 115 rating, and Brock Purdy has a 111 rating, which is the 3rd highest. So both of these quarterbacks strive on off-platform throws, getting outside the pocket. So going to be a real good game, man. And what I think this game is going to come down to, I'm looking for that Seattle running game from Walker and Chauvinette. I think they're going to be key cogs in this game today. If they can get that running game going, pound that 49ers defense, get up by at least 10, and you let that defense loose, man, with a 10-point lead, it's going to be hard. But, man, I cannot doubt Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy, my man. He is arguably on his way to being the greatest 7th-round selection in the history of the NFL. Just like Tom Brady. Now, I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying Tom Brady turned into the greatest 6th round.
And Marcus Colston, he's still the greatest.
Yeah, I say he's on his way.
Should be a damn Hall of Famer. What the hell they worried about, man? Come on now.
Oh, they're gonna say, he never made a Pro Bowl. Come on, man.
Shit. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, you already.
He'll be picked in 2048. When he probably dead and gone. 2048, man. Yeah, man, they be full of shit like that. Marcus Colston, Hall of Famer, class of 2048. Man, what the hell? Marcus Colston then is 70 years old. I don't know. They do that. It be pissing me off, man. Anyways, but he was just quiet though, man.
Oh yeah.
If you want to quickly break down we had the first half about to start, or second half about to start right now. If you want to, your thoughts on the Sugar Bowl for a second.
Man, I think Kirby Smart outsmarted himself, bro.
Yeah.
He should have punted that ball, man.
That damn punt hurt him. I don't know what it was. Now he did say, I don't know if he was being honest, because I know he wouldn't put on his players, but he was saying it should have been snapped. He said the whole entire practice we never snapped it. So he said we were just trying to get him to jump off sides and not take the penalty and punt it away. He said it shouldn't have been snapped. That was just he said that's the truth. So I don't know. I want to give love to Trinidad Chambers, man. I mean,
that the best quarterback in the college football playoff.
I'm like, are you sure you want another year of eligibility? I'm probably trying to see what it is going to the pro. What's my status, man?
Yeah.
What's my status, man?
Number 1.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like I should be a 1st or 2nd round pick the way I'm playing. Now I think we have, if he does that against Miami's defense as well, then we'll see. But we have another day for the entire college football playoff talk. But I like it. People hate it for what it is. A lot of folks hate it. I love it. I mean, I love it.
I'm with it, man.
But everyone's gonna have a few, issues with it, and rightfully so. And they'll get it right as the years go. They'll get it right.
People saying go to 20. I ain't with that 20.
No.
I think 16 the max.
16 is max to me. Anything outside of 16, man, you are out your freaking mind because this is not basketball.
Yeah,
it's not college
basketball. Turn this into March Madness, Cinderella.
Cinderellas. There's none. Yeah. I mean, your most Cinderella team is the Miami Hurricanes. Any of these 4 teams, whatever.
Right.
Minus Oregon, they're all Cinderella teams, and we're talking about number 1 Indiana. We're talking about the number 6 Ole Miss Rebels and the number 10 Miami Hurricanes. Come on, I mean, it's a lady, and they're Cinderellas to us.
Right.
And you weren't gonna get a James Madison. You ain't getting no damn Tulane. I'm sorry, I love Tulane, but you ain't getting them to win. That ain't about to happen, man. This is not March Madness. It's just different. So
big 3rd down and 2 for Carolina, and Bryce Young with an awful pass again.
Oh my God, Lord!
It was open. Should have been a 1st down to Coke, but just a horrible pass.
On that note, I'm out, y'all. I will be live tonight for the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers, y'all, on an Uneducated Sports Talk. So come on through, check it out, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, man. And Dolph, love you, bro.
Love you, my brother. See you tomorrow.
What's up, man? Continue good call.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right. And Coker actually caught the ball. It was just a horrible pass by Bryce Young. 4th down and 1. Panthers are actually going to go for it. It's going to be a handout. Trooper Hubbard. Hubbard's going to bounce, and he's going to get it. 1st down. Panthers keep the ball open and drive. As Coach Canales said, hell with punting the ball. We need some momentum, man. My quarterback made a horrible pass. Man, let's just keep it on the ground. Let's get this run game going. Big Vita with the stop of Hubbard. 1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers from their own 47-yard line, just on the way here in the second half. 12:37 and counting. Bryce Young in the pistol formation. Shotgun, looks past, looking, rolling out, no one there, and he throws the ball into the ground. He did have a receiver out there, Mitchell, even though he wasn't looking for the ball. So it would not be intentional grounding. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Carolina from their own 47-yard line. It's Bryce Young. He had time, but nothing came open. So he scrambled right, didn't see anything that he liked, and just threw it away. Panthers break the huddle. Bryce Young surveying the defense. Tampa looking to apply pressure. Bryce Young now sees the pressure package that's coming. Here comes the blitz. Extra man coming. Nothing else. Bryce Young steps up in the pocket. Let's go wide open down the middle, all the way to the 33-yard line of Tampa Bay. He finds his sensational rookie wide receiver, T-Mac, once again. 1st down, Panthers. As you watch the replay here, the Bucs send 5. Bryce Young steps up, keeps his eyes downfield, makes a throw to McMillan, who came open on a deep crossing route. The ball still a little behind him, but T-Mac able to bring it in. 1st and 10 for the Carolina Panthers from the 35-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Going to be a handoff, play action pass. Young, not throws it. That's a lateral. That's a lateral. They called it incomplete. I could have swore that was a lateral. To me, that was a lateral. You got to watch this. They got away with one. Great pressure, great initial pressure there on Bryce Young as he jumps up, and that's almost it was close to being a lateral. It went straight down the line. It was close though. Rico Dahl unable to bring it in. 2nd down and 10 from the Tampa Bay 34 for the Carolina Panthers. Look, you already went for it on foot. Now we got a penalty on the field. What's going on? Ty Bowles is challenging. I'll tell you, I think that was a lateral. Oh, that's a lateral. It's backwards. That's a lateral. I know. I saw it. That I believe that was a lateral. What do you say, family? Let me know in the chat. Do you think that was a lateral? Well, I guess they don't. Incomplete. Back and running. 2nd down and 17. Well, it was called a lateral. It's 2nd and 17. So it was called a lateral. Bryce Young back, looking over the middle. Bad pass. Back, come on, Bryce. You got to set your feet. He didn't set his feet right there. As he was looking for Evans over the middle. Just a bad pass by Bryce Young. Bryce Young got to get his act together. He's got to get in rhythm in this game. 3rd down and 16 from the 41 of the Buccaneers. 11 minutes and counting. 11 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is the Come On In Sportsnet coverage of the battle for the South. NFC South tied on the line. Carolina battling Tampa Bay. Bryce Young back, still looking over the middle. Dumps it to Hubbard. Hubbard puts his foot in the ground, and he's going to be brought down at the 41, at the 36-yard line of Tampa Bay. Let's see if they send the field goal unit out. As Chuba Hubbard picks us 5 yards, Levante David on the stop. Ryan Fitzgerald, who's 24-28 on the season with a long of 57, trots out onto the field. This will be a 54-yard attempt. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it's no good. No good. It comes up short. Tampa holds. And with 10 minutes and 27 seconds to go, your score 13-7 as Bryce Young is now talking to one of the officials on the sideline. And I got to say, that's one of the rare times that I've seen Bryce Young as demonstrative as he is, as emotional as he is, right there talking to the ref. There was something he didn't like, and he's really letting the ref know about it, and the ref saying, okay, I will look for it. So let's just keep eye on that. But with 10:27 to go, your score, Tampa Bay 13, Carolina 7. Tampa's defense comes up with a big hole right there. Turnover as a missed field goal comes up short. All right, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Welcome on in to the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. Come on in, Sports Network. Uneducated sports talk, real fan sports. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. This is the Come On In Sports Network. Hit that like button, subscribe, baby. Come on in. All right. Jerry, how you doing? Come on in. What's going on, Jerry? Enjoying this game, man. And as a reminder, everyone, Come On In Sports Network will have coverage of the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It will be live on Uneducated Sports Talk, hosted by our brother, Carlos Clayton, who just left off. Carlos will be calling the Seahawks and the 49ers game. So right after this game, switch over to Uneducated Sports Talk to Carlos and PJ as they will give you play-by-play action of the battle for the NFC West and the number 1 seed in the NFC as the Seahawks and the 49ers do battle. Sinbad, how you doing? Happy New Year to you too, my brother. Come on in. All right, got my boys coming on in here, man. Family coming in. Appreciate y'all, man. Again, 13-7, Tampa over Carolina. And right now, I got to ask the question once again, who the hell wants to win this game? So right now, it doesn't seem that either team wants to win this game right now. And it's kind of like Carlos said, it's almost like Carolina's playing like they got house money. You know, you don't have house money. You better win this game and don't have to be watching tomorrow, TV watching and scoreboard watching tomorrow. Be a handoff straight up the middle to Bucky Irvin. It's going to be a gain of 3. Actually, let's call it a gain of 4 up to the 48-yard line of Tampa. Now, in the first half, Baker Mayfield there showing, man, how he extended plays, man. He was just doing some. Listen, Baker made some plays. He made plays in the first half. It's just that turnover, man. And his turnovers come at the worst time. There's really never a good time for a turnover. But it's just like his turnover just be like, oh, sack! Baker Mayfield's gonna go down. Sack on the play. Bucky Irvin unable to sustain his block on the blitzing safety. As Trayvon Murray gets the sack for the Panthers. Big play for the Panthers defense. bringing up 3rd down and 10 for Tampa from their own 44-yard line. We're in the 3rd quarter, 9-13 and counting. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Rashad White, the long setback. Motion right, comes back left. Now resets to the left of Baker. Baker receives the snap. Baker looking over the middle. Lets it go complete to his tight end to midfield. And Cade Otton will go no further. No further. And they're actually marking the ball at the 48. That's a lot of forward progress that they're giving them. Looks like Tampa's going to go for it. Baker stand on the field. The Bucs are now they're going to go for it on 4th down. Carolina went for it on 4th down on the initial drive of the second half. They were successful. Let's see if the Bucs can be successful. But unfortunately for Carolina, they were unable to turn it into punts. But here we go, 4th down and 2. Big call here by Tampa from the Panthers 48-yard line. Godwin in motion. They're not going to snap this ball either. They're just trying to draw him offside. I hate this call, man. I hate this call, bro. I said in the first time, they just waste time. They waste time. They waste our time as football fans. Watch it. Snap the damn ball, man. If you're going to go for it, it's 2 yards. Man, come on, man. Hell, it don't matter when you get Bryce Young the ball. Shit, he ain't doing nothing to beat you. Bucs will now take a 5-yard penalty. And why is Carolina accepting the penalty, first of all? I'm not going to accept the penalty. I want you to kick it out the end zone. I'm not going to get a punt or more room. I don't understand why teams even accept it. But anyway, Riley Dixon back to punt. Trevor Etienne will be the return man for the Panthers. Snap is back. Kick is off. Etienne calling for a fair catch at his 6-yard line. That's where Carolina will begin play with their second possession of the second half. 9:03 to go, baby. 8:14 to go. Your score. Tampa Bay 13, Carolina 7, 8:08 to go in the first half. Roddy Dixon just hit a 46-yard punt. Good punt, good hang time. Trevor Etienne with the fair catch. Carolina had a little something going, unable to capitalize on the field goal attempt as Fitzgerald missed. They got to get something going this drive, got to get some punts on the board. I believe, listen now, if Tampa is able to get another touchdown, I believe you really put pressure on Carolina. But you know what? When you have watched Bryce Young play this year, when he has had moments where like the pressure was off, when they have been down and you kind of just up tempo, when Carolina goes up tempo and they just kind of let him play, it seemed like that gets him into a rhythm, and that's where he's at his best. He starts making a lot of plays outside the pocket with his own as well as with his legs, keeping plays alive. Listen, Carolina, they're right here in this game. It's only 13-7. You go down, you punch it in here, you tie the game, extra point, you in the lead. And then all the pressure switches to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who statistically have dominated this game. But except on the most important place of all, the scoreboard. Carolina defense keeping them in this game, bending but not breaking. Carolina offense, other than that touchdown, that 19-yard touchdown drive, which was set up by the Carolina defense, Carolina's offense has scored us today. They haven't done anything on their own. They haven't had any significant drive to get pumps on their own. So again, Carolina looking to get something going. They have to get something going. Bryce Young right now, update the stats for you on Bryce Young. He's 11 of 17 for 104 yards right now in the contest. Of course, 1 touchdown, 1 intercept with a 64% completion percentage. As they show Rick Patterson, the field judge in his 30th season as an official in the National Football League. All right, 1st and 10 Carolina for their 7-yard line. Bryce Young comes out under center, 1 setback, Trubert Hubbard. Buccaneers showing pressure. Going to be a handoff to Hubbard. Hubbard puts his foot in the ground and goes absolutely nowhere as he is eaten up at the line of scrimmage. The IB is in there. Looked like David was in there. 2nd down 11, actually going to be a loss of 1 for Chuba Hubbard. 2nd down 11 for Carolina from their own 6-yard line. Carolina's run game has been non-existent today. They have rushed for a grand total of 11 yards. Carolina comes out, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2 to the bottom of the screen. Bryce Young raises his foot, now ready for the snap. Here comes the pressure, 4-man rush by the Bucs. Bryce Young in the end zone, throws out. Oh, great catch by Chuba Hubbard, who has to leave his feet and reach out and grab the ball away from his body. And we got a flag in the end zone. Either we're going to have a safety for holding, and we're gonna have a safety if that's a hold in the end zone. But actually, it's a flag on the defense. Automatic 1st down. Is it hands to the face? What was the call? Illegal contact on the Buccaneers on Levante David. It's going to be a 1st down as Carolina is bailed out by the penalty on David. The ball now will be moved out to the Panthers' 11-yard line. There they will have 1st and 10. We got 7 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Chuba Hubbard remains the lone setback in the game. Panthers come out in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 1 running back, 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Trimble goes in motion. Bryce Young back looking still, has time in the pocket, in the flat, completes to Trimble. Trimble puts his foot in the ground, cups up field, and gets the 1st down as he takes the ball to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Carolina, and the Panthers have dug themselves out of a hole from the back end of the end zone. They now have breathing room as they are out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Good route, good throw by Bryce Young. Good move by Trimble to make the initial tackler miss. He has 2 catches today for 21 yards in the coast, the long touchdown for the Panthers. Bryce Young the shotgun again. Jimmy Horn in motion. Going to be a handoff to Chuba Hubbard. Good blocking straight up the middle. Chuba Hubbard goes to the 29-yard line for a gain of 5. It will be 2nd down and 5, excuse me, for the Panthers. Roberts on the tackle for the Buccaneers. And right now, it looks like the Panthers are starting to pick up a little momentum here. They're starting to get a little rhythm going here. Let's see if they can continue it going. They can keep it going. 2nd down and 5. Bryce Young under center. Chuba Hubbard again remains the lone setback. Coker comes in tight. It's going to be a handoff to Hubbard. Hubbard straight up the middle, lowers his shoulders, and now we got a Trimble and the DB are getting into it as Trimble loses his hammer, and it'll be 3rd down for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd down and 2 for Carolina from their own 32-yard line. This is a big 3rd down. Antonio Winfield Jr. on the stop. Big 3rd down. Carolina they got a big fat donut on 3rd down today, 0 for 5. And listen, Bryce Young just has made some horrible throws. Plays have been there to be made. He hasn't made them. Let's see if he gets it here. Bryce Young pump fakes. Now look, now goes downfield. Wide open 10 middles, hit to the 45, all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bryce Young buys time, keeps his eyes downfield. His young receiver uncovers. Big time throw, big time catch as Techman Millen tells Roberts, the DB, man, get off me, baby. You're too small, baby. 1st down, Carolina. And we're walking backwards. We got a flag. And it went for nothing. It's coming back. Wow. That hurts. That hurts. And they're going to call offensive pass interference. I'm through, bro. I'm through. I'm through. I can't. I'm through, bro. Come on, man. If you're a Tampa Bay fan, you like, man, that was a penalty. You're a Carolina fan, you like, what? If you just an NFL fan, I'm like, man, come on, let him play. Bryce Young sit in the pocket. Now he's gonna roll. Look out! Now he's just gonna throw the ball in the stands. And it's going to be 4th down and 12. I didn't like the call. I'm telling you now, I do not like that call. That was BS. They were hand fighting. Come on, man. That was a bad call, in my opinion, family. Just a bad call there. I didn't like that call at all. All right. Panthers preparing for the punt. Snap is back. Kick is off. And it's going to be fair caught at the 31-yard line of the Buccaneers. There will be 1st and 10 for Tampa. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half as Morton punts 47 yards. Jansen with the fair catches by Johnson. And Tampa will have it 1st and 10 from their 31. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tampa Bay 13, Carolina 7. Carolina, the only team this half to have a scoring opportunity as they missed a 54-yard field goal attempt by Fitzgerald. Other than that, nothing to write home about. Buccaneers have done absolutely nothing here in the third quarter, but yet they continue to lead 13-7, and it just got bailed out, I believe, by a call where, man, you just let them play. They're hand fighting, man. Didn't like. I just don't like the call. I don't think that was the correct call. But anyway, you move on and you go to the next down. That's all they can do. And on 3rd down, they were unable to get anything going as Bryce Young was pressured and had to throw the ball out of bounds. So we got 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tampa Bay continues to lead 13-7 over Carolina. It's the battle for the NFC South. The winner, if Carolina wins, they're in. Just that simple. If Tampa Bay wins, they need Atlanta to beat the Saints. They're in. No, they need the Saints to beat Atlanta, I believe. If Carolina loses, then they need the Saints. They need the Falcons to beat the Saints. So it's crazy, but we'll see how it drops, man. So this game here, and this, listen, here in the second half, we should see some adjustments, man. But I think the ball going downfield, Panthers looking to get the ball to T-Mac, to McMillan, is a good thing. I think you got to keep going after this kid, trying to get him the ball right now. I believe he's a nightmare. He's a mismatch. Excuse me. I hate that. If they're showing the call, man, come on, man. That's a weak call. That's just a weak call. As the referee, the field judge is trying to explain to him, that was a weak call, man. You gotta let him play football, man. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Baker Mayfield now comes under center. Godwin goes in motion. Godwin doesn't have a catch today. He's been held scoreless. Long setback is Bucky Irvin. It's going to be a play action pass. Ibuka coming across, gets the catch, and he's going to run out of bounds. Then be tackled out of bounds. Looking for a flag, but there is not a flag. Close, could have been a flag. As Ibuka comes in motion across the formation, gets the ball, Baker rolls out, hits him in stride. The ball a little behind him, get it out a little in front of him. He was tackled way out of bounds. I'm surprised that didn't call. They didn't call that, but they called that pass interference. Make it make sense. Here we go, 2nd down and 2, a gain of 8 by Ibuka on 1st down. Mayfield under center. Now I'm going to hand out to Bucky Irvin. Irvin straight up the middle, lowers his shoulder, being pushed. He's going to have the 1st down. It will be 1st and 10, Tampa Bay from their own 46-yard line. Good push by that Bucs offensive line. As Mike Evans takes a breather, he walks off the field. 1st and 10 for Tampa from their own 42-yard line, 3:26, 3:25 and counting here in the third quarter. One setback, Godwin in motion, McMillan, Godwin, and Ibuka, your receivers on the field. Mayfield on the center is going to be a handoff. Bucky Irvin puts it foot in the ground, cuts back, cuts it up the middle. Looks like a gain of 7. Let's call it 2nd down and 3 for Tampa Bay. Good run by Bucky Irvin. As I love this end zone shot, this Madden shot that they're showing. As it goes, he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back, reads, gets inside. Good run. Actually going to call it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Buccaneers. Good run by Bucky Irvin. Mayfield under center. Johnson and Mo's going to be another handoff to Bucky Irvin. He breaks the initial tackle. Then he's going to be stood up. And they're going to blow the whistle and call this forward progress stop right at midfield. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Tampa Bay. As they are showing the Buccaneers running backs this season. Big 3rd down and 2. Actually gained them 2 yards. 3rd down and 2. Gonna be another handoff. Bucky Irvin puts his foot. Oh, great run. That's called running behind your pass there by Bucky Irvin as he lowers his shoulder and runs through the tackle of the DB Jackson. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay at the Carolina 48-yard line. So here we go, man. 1st and 10. All right, 1st and 10. Tampa Bay driving. Their best drive of the second half so far as they've driven the ball from their 34 to the 48 of Carolina. Baker Mayfield steps up, avoids the sack, avoids it again, now rolls out. Still looking downfield, floats it downfield, and we're going to get the penalty. We got a pass interference coming up on Scott. We got an interference coming up on Scott. They're going to call pass interference on Scott for Carolina. Coach Canellis is like, man, they just got their feet tangled. Let's see as they're showing. Oh, man, nah, that's not pass interference. That's not pass interference. Carolina's been on the wrong end of 2 horrible pass interference calls, in my opinion. That one is just bogus. That was not pass interference. But anyway, they called it 1st and 10 from the 35 of Carolina for Tampa Bay. Out in their motion, going to be a handoff to Sean Tucker. He is hit, dropped in the backfield for no gain. Barnes is back there for the Panthers. 2nd down, looks like a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11 for Tampa Bay. Just a horrendous call, man. A horrendous call. The ball is now back to the Carolina 36 as we are under 1 minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. The battle for the NFC South. The NFC South crown is on the line. Playoffs are on the line. Who will host Wild Card Weekend next week? Would it be Tampa? Would it be Carolina? Baker gonna another handoff to Sean Tucker. Tucker lowers his shoulder, accelerates into the teeth of the defense, looks to pick up about 2-3 yards as Ray is there on the stop, bringing up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 from the 33, and I believe they're going to let this clock run out. And so it looks like we're going to go to the 3rd quarter, to the 4th quarter, with a 13-7 lead for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they try to punch their ticket for the 5th consecutive year to the NFC playoffs and 5th consecutive year as NFC South champions. And that's going to do it, family. At the end of 3, your scope, Carolina 7, Tampa Bay 13. This is the Come On In Sports Network. I'm your host, Dolph Jackson. Reminding you, family, immediately after this, tune in for coverage of the battle for the West. The NFC West is at stake. The number 1 seed in the NFC is at stake. Tune in to Uneducated Sports Talk to our brother Carlos Clayton. As Carlos and PJ, his host, they will have excuse me, I got a message in the chat. Okay. Yes, family, they will have play-by-play action as Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold look to lead their teams to the NFC West title and the #1 seed in this year's playoffs for the NFC. That is Uneducated Sports Talk, hosted by our brother, Mr. Carlos Clayton. That's right, Uneducated Sports Talk, baby. That's it right there. Find it on YouTube. Subscribe if you're not. Subscribe. Uneducated Sports Talk, part of the Come On In Sports Network family. All right, family, at the end of 3, let's get some stats going here at the end of 3 in this contest. At the end of 3, first downs, 17 for Tampa Bay, 10 for Carolina. Total plays continue to be in big favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as they have now run 50 plays to 32 for Carolina. We know the average amount of offensive possessions in the game, snaps in the game, is what? 65, 15 away for Tampa. Carolina has work to do. Total yards, 247 for Tampa, 136 for Carolina. Rushing yards, 19 yards rushing today for Carolina, as their running game has been non-existent, 106 for Tampa Bay. Penalties, both teams have been penalized in this game. We got 9 penalties in all. Tampa 4 for 35, Carolina 5 for 46. Time of possession, 28 minutes and 33 seconds in favor of Tampa Bay. The Carolina Panthers have held the ball 16 minutes and 27 seconds. All right, family, we're back from the break, and here we go. 3rd down and 8 for Tampa Bay from the 36-yard line of the Carolina Panthers. Godwin now comes into motion in the slot. 3 receivers to the bottom screen. Baker looking right. Pump fakes. Wanted to go deep. Now he's scrambling around running. Now he's going to run. He runs right into a defender. He gets the ball to the 30-yard line. And there they will have to settle for a field goal, which will be big. It will put them up by 2 scores. This is a real big field goal attempt coming up here for the Buccaneers. Let me change this. We're now in the 4th. And it's good. And your score goes 16-7. Tampa Bay leading Carolina now. Carolina has some work to do now. You're Bryce Young. You got to come out here. You got to get something going here. Even if it's a field goal, you got to get something going here. You got to cut this to a 1-score lead. You got to cut it to a 1-score lead. No ifs, no ands, and buts about it. Carolina's offense got to get going. They got to get going, family. And right now, they have absolutely been held in check on the ground. Bryce Young, again, 11 of 17, 104 yards. Baker Mayfield on the day, he's 11 of 16 for 138 yards. His QB rating is 90. He's completed 68% of his passes today. On the ground, Bucky Irvin, 15 for 53. Mayfield, 3 for 28. Cade Otton, 5 receptions for 62 yards and 1 touchdown, leading the way for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, for the Carolina Panthers, Rico Dowdle, 6 carries today on the 10 yards, averaging less than 2 yards a carry. In fact, that Tampa defense is holding him to 1.7 yards per attempt. Chuba Hubbard, he's not any better. He's carried the ball 2 times for 3 yards in this game. Tech McMillan, 3 catches for 44 yards. He was robbed of a big reception, in my opinion. That was not pass interference on him, but they called it, and you got to move on. Tremaine has 1 reception for 20 yards. Jimmy Holland Jr. has 1 for 15 for Carolina. You got to get something going here in the second half, in this 4th quarter for Carolina. You're down 16-7. You're just down 9. Touchdown will be big here. Then you just need a field goal. Defense comes up with a big stop. Carolina defense bends but doesn't break once again, keeping them in striking distance in this contest. All right. Dolph, that troll sniper. OMG. What's up with you, boy? I see you. All right, family, as we are back, waiting for the kickoff. This game has been, again, it comes down to quarterback play. Like I said, I just read you the stats, but we are here, we're watching this game. We see that neither quarterback has really done too much, but if anything, Baker Mayfield has done a little bit more than Bryce Young. Baker's kept plays alive with his feet. He's run around. He's picked up some big first down. He just had that big mistake that led to the only points of the game for Carolina. Again, 19 yards set up by the intercept by Carolina's defense that they returned to the 19 to Tampa Bay. Panthers were able to cash that in, but other than that, this offense has been inept. They haven't done anything. You got a missed field goal by Fitzgerald on the first drive of the second half. And other than that, Carolina's just been inept. Bad passes by Bryce Young. They did have a pass interference call that would have put them in deep in Tampa Bay territory, but they call offensive pass interference on Tech McMillan, which was crazy, which to me was an awful call and unwarranted. But here we go. 1st and 10, 14-12 to go. Fake the dial, underhand, gets it to Coker. Coker lowers his shoulder, and he's going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Carolina. Rico Dowell, 10 yards rushing. McMillan, 3 catches, 44 yards. Bryce Young, now 13 of 20 for 119 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 intercept. Bryce in the shotgun. Jimmy Horn Jr. on an orbit motion, looking in the flat. Rico Dowell breaks the tackle in the backfield, gets another block. He's to the 50, he's to the 45, he's to the 40, all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Great screen setup. But listen, man, credit Rico Dowell for breaking the tackle in the backfield. Good play designed to come with the orbit motion. Rico breaks a tackle in the backfield. Good blocking downfield. Look at the young receiver, Tech McMillan, downfield blocking for his running back. Rico Dowell not doing much on the ground, but now making his presence felt in the pass game. Bryce Young now 14 to 21 for 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 intercept. Raises his leg. He's now ready for the snap. It's going to be a fake. He has a man wide open, and it's going to be complete to Leggett for a gain of 4. Be 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers. Again, 16-7. That's all this score is. Touchdown, and you're down by 2. Field goal wins it for you. Well, 27 to go and counting. Can the Carolina offense get back in the end zone? This will be the deepest penetration of the day. This is the offense deepest penetration. Well, you say, dog, they scored from 19 yards out. They were set up by the defense with the intercept return to the Tampa Bay 19. We got 3 seconds on the play clock. Bryce Young back, looking, pressure coming. Over the middle. Oh, just over Coker's head, and he's lucky that ball hung up in the air. Lucky it wasn't picked off. 3rd down and 5 as Tampa sent the house at him. They sent that pressure at him. He had pressure coming directly in his face as he was trying to get Coker on the crossing route. Nobody picked up the blitzing linebacker. Big 3rd down. The Panthers again with a big goose egg. 0 for 6 today on 3rd down. 0 for 3 in the first half, and they're 0 for 3 so far here in the second half. 12 minutes to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Buccaneers showing pressure. Bryce Young rolls, half roll, throws back across the field. He's got it 1st down as he finds Leggett, and he takes a wicked hit. Looks like toward his shin. He gets up. He's limping. He's trying to go back to the huddle, but now he's going to come out. Great run by Xavier Leggett. Half roll. Oh, yeah, great route, great separation. Safety was late. No press off the line of scrimmage as he gets taken down with a shot on his thigh. 1st and 10 for Carolina. Young fumbles the ball. You got the fall on the ball. They fumbled the ball. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Bryce Young stood up there and looked at the damn ball. You got to get in there and get the ball. Rico Dow fumbles the ball. I got to see, was there a problem on the exchange? Well, Bryce Young's just standing up there nonchalant looking at the damn ball. You got to get the football. Tampa with a big turnover, costly turnover by the Panthers, and the Bucs defense is in the end zone just rolling their boats, man. Wow. What a horrible turnover. I hate to call. They were trying to get fancy. They were trying to do a flea flicker, and for the second time today, Rico Dow slipped. He slipped. You shouldn't be slipping, man. Change your damn shoes. I'm not a Panther fan, but damn it. But why that call right there? You just got a 1st down. You gonna call the flea flicker from inside the opponent's 15-yard line? Come on, man. Come on. I'll tell you, sometimes these coaches, man, they outsmart themselves. They do it every time. They do it each and every single time. That was not the time to call the damn flea flicker. You are inside your opponent's 20. Who calls a flea flicker inside your opponent's 20? You just got a big 1st down. You got the momentum. Your quarterback is getting into a rhythm, and you try to come with a trick play. I don't like the call. Even if it would have worked, I still didn't like the call. It's just that simple. All right. So again, why would you call that? Look at the conditions of the field. Also, come on, man. That's just a bad call. Now, Carlos said that when he was on here earlier with me, Carolina kind of, and now they're coaching like they know they got a they got something extra in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like they know they got that, how should I put this? You know what I'm saying? They got that life support. And that's the game tomorrow. And that's how they coaching right now. That's a bad call, man. Bryce Young has improved. He's 13 of 20, 120 yards, completion rating of 77. Carolina had something going, but bad call, bad execution. Rico Dow, you were slipping. You should have just held on to the ball. But here we go. Buccaneers 1st and 10 from their 29-yard line. Going to be a handoff. The Bucket Irvin to the left side. He's going to get out for a gain of 3 to be 2nd down and 7 for Tampa Bay. Bryce Young with a half-hearted ass attempt to get that ball the first time, man. He didn't want no smoke. 2nd down and 6. They're actually going to give Bucky Irvin a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 for Tampa from their own 33-yard line. 10:34 and counting. Bucky Irvin, long setback. Baker Mayfield under center. Millen, your long receiver to the top. Actually, that is Ibuka. No, that's McMillan. Baker rolling, looking downfield, got a man wide open. It's Johnson. Johnson takes it to the 48 of Carolina. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Big completion there. Play action. Baker bootlegs to the right. Finds Johnson wide open. Lowers his shoulder, takes it to the 49-yard line of Carolina. Actually going to mark him at midfield. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. 9:50 and counting. Baker Mayfield, 13 of 18, 163 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 intercept. It's going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin off the left side, the right side of the offensive line, left side of the defense. Let's call it a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8, 9:28 and counting, and a field goal here. Carolina needs a turnover. I think a field goal ends this game. I believe a field goal ends this game. What has this Panther offense done today? 116 yards rushing today for Tampa. Carolina has been held to 10 yards on the ground. 2nd down and 7. Baker Mayfield now in the shotgun. Panthers showing pressure. They send full over the middle. It's going to be complete. 1st down. Godwin with his first catch of the day. Splits 2 defenders. Falls forward for a 1st down. We're now under 9 minutes to go. And right now, Panther Nation, you should be a little concerned, because right now, your defense doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop Carolina from putting at least 3 up. Stop Tampa Bay from at least putting up 3 on the board. But let's see if they can make a play here. Baker under center, Godwin in motion, comes back, realigns in the slot. McMillan in motion, going to be a handoff. Rashad White up the middle for a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Tick, 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 tick. As we're about to go under the 8-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Tampa 16, Carolina 7. A costly turnover by the Panthers in red zone. Oh, you just can't have that. Rico Dow lost his foot and tried to get the ball back to Bryce Young. Should have just held the ball, but that play call shouldn't even been made. That was not the right time, in my opinion, for that play call. But here we go, 7 minutes and 39 seconds to go. It's going to be a fake. Baker comes over, wide receiver screen to K. Out and up the middle. He breaks 1 tackle. He takes it all the way to the Carolina 25, and it's almost as if Tampa Bay can feel it. They are sensing the moment that they can put this game away, baby, and they can be TV watching tomorrow. Big game down to the 25 by Cade Otton. Tampa Bay looking to close out the Carolina Panthers. Cade Otton, 6 receptions, 75 yards, 1 touchdown today. He's averaging just under 13 yards of reception. Baker under center. Now puts Godwin in motion. It's going to be a handoff to White. They're going to blow it there. We're going to have a false start on Tampa Bay. False start on the Bucs, and it's going to be on Cade Otton. That's going to push the ball back to the Carolina 30-yard line. We're at 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game. Tampa Bay up 16-7. Looking to go up by 16 or 12. A field goal here, I think, does in Carolina. Touchdown definitely does. Mayfield looking. Handoff to Rashad White. Push it feet. Good jump cut by Rashad White as he gets the penalty yards back plus 2 more, bringing up a 2nd down and 8. Good run. As he was headed outside, saw the defender coming. Put that right foot in the ground, jump cut back inside, lowered his shoulder. Good run to pick up about 6 yards there. 2nd down and 8 as they show the faces of Carolina Panther fans who made the trip to Tampa Bay, and they are not in good spirits right now as they can feel this slipping away. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 2nd down and 8. It's going to be another handout. White, that's Bucky Irvin. He juggled that ball, but he was able to secure it. He's going to get stopped after a gain of maybe 2 yards. Let's call it a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 7. And if you're Carolina, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. They're actually going to give Bucky Irvin a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. 5 minutes, 49 seconds and counting. Carolina, the upstart Panthers, 8-8. No one expected them to be in this position. The NFC South champions the last 4 years, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have been on a major slide, trying to regain control of the NFC South. Baker Mayfield on third down back. Looking, steps up. Avoids a sack, rolls out. Still looking, pumping, looking to throw. Avoids a sack in the backfield. Now throws downfield, and it's caught. Cade Otton with the catch. It's going to be like 1.5 yards short of the first down, but the clock is going to move. And while the Panthers are going to have to use a timeout. They're going to have to use a timeout. Oh, that's close. That may be incomplete. Here's a good shot right here. Oh, he's hit. Here's an even better one. Boy, I love these shots he got. Oh, he's out. There's a little green. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 1. They're going to challenge. Yeah, he's going to challenge the spot. He's going to challenge the catch. He's saying he was out. You got the challenge. He had no choice but to challenge that. He's going to say he is out. I saw a little green and about a white. I'm going to say he was in. Barely. I'm going to say he was in. I'm going to say that was a catch that Cade Otton was barely in on that play there, family. What say you, family, on that one? Again, thank everybody who is here, everybody who's watching this live, everybody who's watching the replay. This is the Come On In Sports Network's coverage of the battle for the South, baby. The NFC South title is on the line. A spot in the 2025-2026 NFL playoffs are on the line. And right now, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers leading the Carolina Panthers 16-7. We have a 4th down and 1, but before we can get that play ran, Carolina is challenging whether that was a reception by Cade Otton or not. I think it's really close, but I think his foot just remained in bounds, so I believe it should stand. I don't see enough evidence to totally overturn it. What's your opinion, family? And just remind you, family, do not forget, coming up tonight on Uneducated Sports Talk, it will be the battle for the NFC West. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold. It is going to be a burner, baby. Pads will be popping, baby. 10 straps will be getting loose. You will have drawing hits. You will have big passes. You will have the great Christian McCaffrey. Can he be the difference in this game? Or will it be Kenny Walker III being the difference for Seattle? Tune in to Uneducated Sports Talk and Carlos Clayton and PJ for all the play-by-play action tonight on Uneducated Sports Talk. All right, family. Again, we have a timeout as the Panthers are challenging whether that was a catch or not by Cade Otton, which is big right now, because if they do rule it that as not a catch, that will force the Bucs into a field goal, because the Bucs currently are lined up to go for it on 4th down and 1. They're playing with house money. They're playing with house money right now. And coming back, it was ruled incomplete. So 4th down and 5, you just send out the field goal unit. You're already up by 9. Just send out the field goal unit here. McLaughlin, he's 3 for 3 today, longer 48. So you send out the field goal unit. And the snap is back. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. The Panthers blocked it. It is blocked. Carolina comes through special teams. They blocked the field goal attempt. How about that? Big man in the middle gets his big hands up. Who was that big 92? Who was that blocked that field goal? Smith Wade with the block, baby. Get it out of here. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Carolina has life, down by 9. All right, here we go. 1st down and 10 for Carolina from their own 20-yard line. No time for mistakes now, baby. 5 minutes and 12 seconds. That is what could remain in the season for the Panthers. Even if the Panthers lose, they are not eliminated, but damn it, just win, and you don't have to be scoreboard watching tomorrow. All right, because Tampa and Carolina both will be scoreboard watching tomorrow. Right now, the Bucs have a 95% probability of winning this game. Let's see if the Panthers can change that. Bryce Young comes out in the shotgun. Rico Dowdle alone, set back, 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Bryce Young now communicating with his offensive line. Now raises his foot. He's ready for the snap. He receives the snap. Over the middle. It's complete. Right now, Tampa's going to let him have everything underneath. Quick completion there to Leggett. Panthers, of course, in up-tempo mode right now. Trying to get moving here. They got to get going. You can't take too much time off the clock. 2nd down. Bryce Young at the line, changing the play, signaling to his receivers. Now raises his leg. He's now ready for the snap. The snap is back. Bryce back, looking, steps up in the pocket, throws downfield, wide open and caught. Big first down, a late hit out of bounds. That should have been a penalty. They didn't call it. But first down, is that Tremaine or Trimble with the catch right there? That's Trimble. Trimble with a big catch, big time throw by Bryce Young. One of his best throws today, accuracy wise. Big time throw, 1st and 10 for Carolina. Tommy Trimble on the day, 3 catches, 36 yards and 1 touchdown. And what do we got? 1st and 10. What are we looking at? That was a 17-yard strike from Bryce Young to Tommy Trimble. Puts the ball at midfield, 1st and 10 for Carolina. Panthers calling for the snap. Here comes the blitz, looking for a screen, sets up to Rico Dowdle, and Tampa is all over it. Big Vita Vea comes up. Vita Vea, man. He comes up with it. It's not right to be that big and move that fast, man. They sent the house, they sent 6. They read it. Vita Vea coming down the line of scrimmage, making the stop in the backfield. Big loss of 5, 2nd down and 15. Bryce Young, empty backfield. Bryce Young, he rocked back. That was a false start. They didn't call it. He got away with one. Now looking, avoids the sack, spins out, throws the ball downfield and throws it out of bounds. Bryce Young raised his legs and thought the ball was coming and rocked back. They got away with a legal procedure, a false start. 3rd down and 15 now for the Panthers. This is what I'm saying. You got a big completion to Trimble. You come with the screen call, you lose 15, and now you got to throw it out of bounds. And here you are looking at 3rd and 15. Bryce Young today is 3 of 7 for 18 yards and an interception and 1 first down on 3rd down today. This is what Carolina's lost this game at if they lose. Here we go. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Bryce Young back, looking, standing tall, over the middle. It's complete. This is what good open field tackle. Wow, that was a good tackle. Who was that on the tackle? It's Tremaine with the reception. But here we go, 4th down. 4th down and 8 for the Panthers. 3:36 and count. This can be the ball game right here. Can the Bucs get one stop? Can they get this stop? Will Bryce Young grow his legacy? Bryce Young in the shotgun, overlooking the defense. 11 seconds on the play clock. A lot of time. Panthers desperately needing a first down. Bucs showing all-out blitz. Oh, they coming. Here they come. They come with 4. No, they come with 5. Bryce Young off his back foot. Oh, they got it. He's all the way down to the 8-yard line. First down, Panthers. What a throw by Bryce Young as he finds his sensational rookie, Tech McMillan, on a, oh my goodness, he runs right by the defender, gives him a shoulder to the outside, goes inside, 1st and goal for Carolina from the 8-yard line of Tampa Bay. Bryce in the shotgun, looking, still looking, standing tall. You got to throw it, he throws it away, he just threw it away. He did the right thing, nothing was there, just threw it away. 2nd and goal, 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go. What a play by Bryce Young and Tech McMillan on 4th down. 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go in this ball game. Second rookie in Panthers history with 1,000 receiving yards, joining Calvin Benjamin in 2014. So here we go. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to go. 4 catches, 84 yards, averaging 21 yards a catch today for T-Mac. Bryce Young in the shotgun. Now, checking with his receivers. Snap his back. He claps his hand. He steps up. He's going to the corner end zone. It's on touchdown. It's caught. It's caught by Coker. Coker, big boy football. He catches it. Touchdown, Panthers. And all of a sudden, we got a ball game, baby. 16-13, pending the extra point. Oh, my goodness. Bryce Young, I told you, when you speed up the game, when it's at the end of the game, this is where he seems to come up with plays like this. Look at the ball placement. Look at the catch by Coker. He just boxed him out. Big boy football. Panthers answer 16-13 with the pending extra point coming up, and it's good, baby. Wow. What about that? Panthers right back in this thing. That block field goal, and then you answer. You got, essentially, the Panthers got 4 timeouts. You got the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts on the back end, and the extra point is up, and it's good. And Panther Nation, stand up, baby. You are in this thing, baby. It is not over. Your demise, baby, was a little too fast. What a play. What a catch by Coker, man. What a catch by Coker. That was a hell of a catch. All righty, family. Hold on, baby. We got a barn burner now. We got a barn burner. 16-14. Tampa leading with 2:27 to go here in the 4th quarter. This is the Come On In Sports Network coverage live of the battle for the South, the battle for the NFC South. Tampa Bay, Carolina. Early in the year, it looked like Tampa would once again run away with the division, but a major slide by the Bucs, and some timely wins by the Carolina Panthers have positioned the young Panthers to be in the position to clinch the NFC South and a trip to the NFC playoffs. Big time play. You had a big 4th down completion from Bryce Young to T-Mac, and then Bryce Young hits Coker in the left corner of the end zone for a touchdown, and it is 16-14, 2:27 to go. Carolina has all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's the kick, and it's going to land in the landing zone, fielded at the 8. Tucker's going to bring it to the 25. He's going to break 1 tackle, and he's going to go down about the 28, 29-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, shout out to Carolina, man. Bryce Young. I told you, I said it, man. This kid seems to thrive when it's like this, man. In moments like this, when it's sped up and he doesn't have to think that much, he seems to thrive. He comes up with big plays. Off his back foot, he hits T-Mac with a dagger deep down the field to get him in the red zone, and then he hits Coker in the left corner of the end zone. Great ball placement, great catch by Coker as he blocked out the defender. Here we go, 2 minutes, 23 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Baker under center. Baker's going to hand off. It's going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin. Irvin's going to cut back, and he's going to be swarmed on by the Panthers, and it'll be 2nd down, and I don't like this. I don't like using my timeouts here. He's got 2 left plus 2-minute warning, so he still got 3. So it'll be 2nd down. Panthers used their 1st timeout. Best records in one-score games this season: Broncos 11-2, Panthers 7-2, 49ers 5-1. We know 2 of them are playoff teams, definitely. Panthers 7-2 in close games this year. That's why they're in this position that they're in. All right, what a game. All right. Green Mother 1960, Sister Bravo says, hope the Panthers win. Hey, let's see. Here we go. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Bucky Irvin just got a gain of 3. It will be 2nd down and 7. Look for Tampa to run again. Another handoff to Bucky Irvin. Irvin holding the ball. And another gain of 3. Let's call it another gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And Carolina using that. They're going to use all their timeouts. I wouldn't have used all my timeouts here. I wouldn't have. I would not have used all my. You're gonna have one timeout left on the other side here. But I would at least like to have 2 timeouts on the other side of 2-minute warning. That's just me. But we got a timeout on the field. All right. Ransom 1976 said, I'll be surprised if any of them go past first round. They making it count right. All right. Play action. Baker Rose. Look, got a tight end right in front. That's a first down. That's a big first down on the block. K-Dot is all the way down to the Panthers 44-yard line. Big time call. Big play by K-Dot. 2-minute warning. And that may have just turned the lights out on the Carolina Panthers. That's why I do not use 2 timeouts in front of the 2-minute warning. Personally, I would have saved all 3 of my timeouts after the 2-minute warning. But with 2 minutes to go, 16-14, Tampa Bay trying to hold on. And then if they hold on, baby, they will be on pins and needles. They will be cheering for an NFC South foe to come through tomorrow for them to get to the playoffs, baby. Oh, my. All right, Samuel's in the building. Samuel, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. See y'all soon and next time. Yeah, Uneducated Sports Talk. Don't forget, coverage of the 49ers and the Seahawks. The battle for the West. It is going down, baby. We are at the 2-minute warning. Tampa clinging to a 2-point lead, a big first down on 3rd down, right before the 2-minute warning. Carolina has 1 timeout left. They can only stop the clock one more time. Bryce Young on the day, 22 of 32, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has a QB rating of 97. Baker Mayfield, 16 of 22 for 203 yards. He has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He has a QB rating of 97 himself, but he has a completion percentage of 72. Bryce Young has a completion percentage of 68. Bucky Irvin on the ground, 23 carries for 79 yards. Baker Mayfield has added 31 on 4 carries. Rashad White, 7 carries for 23. No running game to speak of for Carolina today. It has been dismal. They have been held to 19 yards today. Rico Dowell, 7 carries for 10 yards. Truba Hubbard, 7 for 10. Bryce Young, 2 for a -1. All right, we're coming back out of TV timeout. Carolina needing a turnover. How would Tampa play here? Would they take a knee? Would they run it on first and then take 2 knees on 2nd and 3rd? Here we go. 1st and 10. It's first down too, man. That hurt. Having that 1 timeout. I'm telling you, I would at least had 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts, you pretty much guarantee yourself getting the ball back. Baker Mayfield now under center. 2 minutes to go. Puts Godwin in motion. Panthers selling out against the run. Bucky Irvin puts his feet in the ground, cuts it up, and we got the Panthers use their final timeout with 1:56 to go in the contest. 1:56 to go. Carolina trailing 16-14. Their hopes could be dashed, but all is not lost because even with a loss, they can get into the playoffs. This is crazy. They can still get into the playoffs. Tampa, even if with a win today, they're not guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. This NFC South, baby, it is crazy. Either you're going to have a team in the playoff with a 9-8 record, or you're going to have a team in the playoff with an 89 record. Representing the NFC South. Baker under center. Going to be another handoff to Bucky Irvin. Irvin's going to go out the middle, breaking tackles, pushing. And that clock's going to tick, 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 tick. Panthers could do nothing about it. They cannot stop it. There's a 10-second difference from the play clock and the game clock. From the play clock and the game clock. 32, 31, 21, 19, 18, 17 seconds on the play clock. 14, 13, 12. Bucks wasting no time. Are they going to run it down? Then they're going to take a timeout here on third down. They're going to run it all the way down to 2 seconds. I like this. Now, that's good clock management right there. That's good usage of a timeout. Let it run all the way down. We still got third down. We're going to go out here. We're going to snap this ball. And then we'll see how much time we got left. On forward down, we'll let it run all the way down on forward. And, hey, we'll punt this damn ball away. But they're going to have a little opportunity. I'm telling my punter, you better not put that ball in play no kind of way. You better kick it out the damn end zone. And then all your secondary has to do is knock the ball down. All right, so here we go. Don't forget, family, tune in to Uneducated Sports Talk. Carlos, Clayton, and PJ give you live coverage of the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks as they battle for the NFC West crown and the #1 seed in the 2025 NFC playoffs. Baker under center. Irvin long setback. Once again, the hand Irvin pops it outside. Now leans forward. He's going to be stopped at the 39 of the Panthers. 103, 102, 101. 1 minute to go. 32 seconds to go. They will get the ball back. Will they call another timeout or will they punt the ball? 49, 48 seconds, 47, 46, 4 down and 4. 44 seconds, 43, 42. McLaughlin, listen, you're not going for a field goal. You go punt this ball away. Nah, if I'm Baker, I'm running this play. Tampa takes the penalty. 24 seconds. Now they're going to send out the punt unit. Bryce Young and the Panthers will have an opportunity. They got an opportunity. No timeouts. 24 seconds on the clock right now. Probably when they get this ball after this punt, probably looking at maybe they set the clock, game clock to 26. So you're probably looking at 19 to 20 seconds to go in the game when they get the ball offensively. One last time in this game as it's 49 from the Carolina 44. Dixon now win for the punt. Listen, you punt this ball out the back of the end zone if you have to. We do not want to return. You angle it out of bounds. Carolina's going to sell out. They go Brandon House trying to get the block. Panthers go sell out. They're going to send everybody. And what do we got? We got a timeout by Tampa Bay before the snap. Tampa calls timeout before the snap. Big punt. As you see, Carolina, as Tampa saw, Carolina's going to sell out. They're about to send the house, baby. They're about to send everybody at this punter right now. So let's see what they can get done here. 4th down and 9. Bryce Young and the Panthers will have one last opportunity to do something. They only need a field goal. Now, listen, you get a big time reception inside the 45, 44-yard line down the ball. Hell, you ain't got nothing to lose. Let your kick go out there and kick it. All right. Here they come. The Panthers are coming, and it gets it away. And it's going to be, don't just let it roll. They're going to die at the 2. Oh, it dies about the 3. Picked up by the Panthers there at the 3-yard line. 16 seconds to go. All you can do is throw this ball deep. That's it. That's all you can do. If you get a couple passes to the outside, get out of bounds, but I'm sure Tampa's going to be playing the sidelines. They know what you want to do. Let's see what happens. Bryce Young and the Panthers, one last opportunity to be division champions, to earn it on their own. Can they do it? One last opportunity. Bryce Young ready for the snap. Snap is back in his end zone, still looking. Bryce Young looking, throws complete to the 20. You got to go down. Coca goes down 11 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They down the ball with 3 seconds to go on the clock. 3 seconds. 3 seconds to go. The winner of the NFC South would be 8-9. Carolina still can win the NFC South. Tampa Bay has not won the NFC South today. They need help. 3 seconds to go. Final play. The battle for the South. Carolina looks like they're going to come up short. The Kodiak Kids, as Tampa has 8 guys back. They're only going to rush 3 seconds, 12 seconds on the play clock. Referee still holding up. You got to push the play clock up. All right, they reset the play clock. 25 seconds. And here we go. 3 seconds is all that remains in this game. Bryce Young back. Looking over the middle. Complete the Koga. We got a little hook and arrow lateral. T-Mac looking to throw it back. He throws it back to the offensive lineman. This game is going to be over. Tampa Bay stops the losing streak. They win a ugly game, 16-14. They improve to 8-9. Carolina falls to 8-9. And we still don't know who has won the NFC South. Clinch NFC title with Falcons loss versus Saints. Tampa Bay needs the Saints to beat the Falcons tomorrow. Carolina needs the Falcons to beat the Saints tomorrow to win the division. We just played 60 minutes and absolutely nothing got resolved. So tomorrow at 12 noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, the New Orleans Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons has meaning. It will decide who wins the 2025 NFC South. You can't write these storylines, baby. What a game. Tampa survives that big turnover, that big intercept by Bryce Young, man. You can't, that fumble down there, they're in the red zone. You just had some big completions and you try to call a flea flicker inside the opponent's 20-yard line. Rico Dahl loses his balance. Instead of holding the ball, he tries to throw it back to Bryce Young, who drops it, then unceremoniously, really nonchalant looks at it, doesn't make a real heartfelt attempt to get on it. Tampa gets it. That's the game. And listen, don't forget, in the third quarter, that missed field goal. If that field goal is made, Carolina is going to playoffs right now. 17-16 would have been the final, but instead it's 16-14. Both teams improved to 8-9 on the season. I'm Dolph Jackson. It's been a pleasure covering this game for your family. Want to remind you, please tune in. Turn over to Uneducated Sports Talk to our brother Carlos Clayton and PJ, as they will have live coverage of the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks as they battle for the NFC West title and the #1 seed in the 2025 NFC playoffs. I'm Dolph Jackson. And remember, family, the doors always open. So come on in. Have a good evening, family.
The Come On in Sports Network.